timing.
Hello,
everybody.
Welcome to Westgate Irregulars. We're cracking up again because Stephen was mentioning mushrooms. Mushrooms are obviously the most hilarious of vegetables.
Eric is frozen.
I am
be
Eric
clear.
to be. Occasionally, my internet is going to screw up.
He will
Sorry
go
about
go silent for no reason. Like it's just to mess with us. And he's really
Okay.
I think it's my turn then.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Erin M. Evans. I am the author of the Brimstone Angels Saga, a 6-book series set in the Forgotten Realms that follows twin tieflings fighting against the Nine Hells. I have some cool things to tell you about. To start with, our sponsors. Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms is a strategy game that unites iconic Dungeons & Dragons characters from novels, campaigns, and popular shows into one epic adventure, and that includes Farida and Havilar from the Brimstone Angels Saga. The game is available for PC and Mac on Steam and web, Xbox One, PlayStation 4, Nintendo Switch, iPad, iPhone, and on all Android devices. And starting today, I believe, there is now the Rime of the Frost Maiden adventure available. You can start earning some favor for Oral the Frost Maiden, and check out some other cool stuff. For more information, I almost forgot. So if you want a gold chest or Idle Champions, get some cool things for your characters, type in the code. I don't know which way it is. Yang Yang's pointing. Yang Yang give me the spokesmodel. Pointing at our
With my
type that code
dinosaur
into the
claws.
chat. It will pop out a unique code. Type it in, get your code, let us know what you got. If you don't know what I'm talking about, check out idlechampions.com for more information. I'm also going to tell you we're doing something kind of cool next week because our intrepid DM cannot be with us. So we will have a guest DM. Ms. Susan J. Morris, a longtime Forgotten Realms editor and author of cool D&D fiction for kids, and one of my very best friends is going to come and DM her one-shot Thief's Night for us. We will get sucked away to a mysterious party in another dimension. So it will be very exciting. So come back next week and check it out. Now it's Rhiannon's turn.
Okay. I'm Rhiannon Held. I write urban fantasy under Rhiannon Held, and then space opera under RZ Held. Usually I do a little thing about how we're all authors and buy our books, and you should still do that. But we're going to be participating in Extra Life for charity, and some of the details of that are still going up, but I wanted to tease one, which is longtime viewers will know that I often write tie-in short stories. So one of the milestones for Extra Life for our Extra Life is I will be writing one of those. So start thinking of ideas and things you might like for that.
Hello, I'm Yang Yang Wang. I'm a writer and a filmmaker.
And I'm Stephen Merlino. I'm a teacher and an author.
Hi, I'm Randy. I'm the lost heir to the Kraft macaroni and cheese fortune. So,
How does the Kraft family feel about that?
That's why.
It's
Have they
it's bitter.
recognized you?
Yeah, they're yeah. But I'm trying to butter them up a little. A lot of extra butter makes it better. So I guess for if we're talking about Extra Life too, I'm working on a Rogar novel, and maybe I'll share like a sneak preview of the first couple chapters or something with some
That's
one
an
as a
exciting
milestone.
milestone.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right, very well. Can everyone hear me? Is my internet working again?
Yes.
Excellent. So, for today, if you recall the cliffhanger that we left things on last week, saw the Irregulars very wisely attacking Lilten when he came to the manor where they're all staying. So,
It was not the Irregulars. I want to be clear. It was Stong.
Okay. So I have prepared a map for you, and we are ready to go with Roll20. So, that magic spell, I would say roll initiative, but everyone has already rolled initiative, and we've got that all prepared. So,
It was nice having all of you watch us. You
Yeah.
follow us with our new characters that we'll inevitably have to roll up.
you
Yeah.
interact with Artemisia outside the main suite, and then the earth moat is coming floating back down, and you see Lilten lounging in a chair on the earth moat.
Cocky bastard.
He says, so good to see you. Good morrow, my friends. And then Stong prepares to leap at him. Right?
You
Yep.
leaping?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh, absolutely.
Goes
For
all Lord of the
sure.
Dance on him.
It could be a thrown barrel.
Lilten!
It could be a spell. You've got range.
It's true, but in this case, he's fleeing himself at Lilten because he's just in
Okay.
such a rage.
Okay. Wilson seems to have anticipated your attack. And what he does is he starts humming, and you can hear the sound kind of resonating all through the chamber. And then he sits there waiting. Stong, your turn.
Is it like irresistible hum? Do we all have to hum along with him?
An
No,
earworm.
no, not really.
Okay.
So, Stong is just going to march right up to Lilten, and he is going to yell in his face, "Is be Lilten! I know what you did to my friends!" And then he's going to point to Artemisia and Cecilia, and then he's going to attempt to punch him.
So you charge up to punch Lilton, shouting accusatorily at him.
Yes. And
Okay, well, he has readied an action for you to do that.
oh, okay. Well, there you go.
And what he says is, I really wish you wouldn't.
Did he just do a wish spell?
Make a charisma saving throw.
Oh, I see.
No.
Hey, we burned a wish off of him. He can't have that many left. Charisma
second.
save. It's
Stong
11.
disappears.
What?
Whoa.
The tables have turned.
Yeah.
And Lilton stands up.
That's all.
Don't worry, I'm sure he's fine.
He got banished.
Artemisia, your turn.
Well, she had been like absolutely frozen when Stong ran forward, and she sort of like kind of was like no, but she didn't actually like call him back or anything like that. So now she takes a moment, and then she like tries to stand up straight, and she like was gonna see if her hair, but she's like, no, my hair is terrible. I can't worry about that. And she is gonna walk up to him, not all the way up, but closer,
Okay.
and say,
Darling.
we need to deal, the two of us. Leave
That
my
is
friends
exactly
alone.
why I have come.
But you need to leave the rest of them alone while we do. And bring Stong back.
Is this acceptable to all of you?
I
You also notice that Ruan and Sarshan have vanished as well.
Martian wasn't with us
Whoa.
originally. He was still back in the room watching Sebastian.
All right. Well,
So if he disappeared, we
not
don't know.
there now. He's not there now.
We'll get
Ruin
mad
is
about that
here.
later.
No, Rogar is fine not attacking. So
So are we going through the
Man.
order here?
but he's yeah.
Okay, so Artemisia, you went up and spoke with him. Cecilia, what would you like to do?
Because on the one hand, like, I want to respect Artemisia's boundaries. She wants to deal with this. However, he just made Stong vanish. I feel like Cecilia would try to banish.
Okay.
George, I don't suppose you saw this.
I might have actually. Whereas, but I don't think it's going to do any good.
I have this feeling too.
So wait, did you cast that?
Not yet.
Okay,
Sort of just like loosely.
tell me when.
All right, I cast it.
Without
Wait.
moving an eyelash, Sturge foresees his. Oh wait, he makes a saving throw. Is that how it works?
He has to make
Yeah.
a saving throw.
What
He
kind?
has to make a charisma saving throw. So it's not the best plan. It's a plan born of emotion. He
Yeah.
has to roll less than an 18.
Yeah.
You didn't,
So-
you didn't see any low things.
Best thing I could do is give him a 4, and I'll give him a 4, sure, without even. I mean, he has
We'll
no idea.
find out.
It's interesting. Yeah.
He has no idea I'm doing this. I'm just. Whatever could Cecilia be doing?
Does it do anything? I feel like we're gonna find out. He's got like a 37 charisma. save.
Oh man. If he's got 37 to charisma saving throw, we got some bigger problems.
So the magic coils around him,
Mhm.
and he kind of like he looks over at Sturge, and like the world stops.
Moi?
Just you and him. And he looks at Sturge and he says, "Huh, I see." And then the world kind of stutters and catches back up, probably like my internet did.
Lilten Zoom connection.
And then the magic kind of just falls apart around him.
Interesting.
Very
I
interesting.
don't enjoy this. He has
So it-
not brought Stong back.
What
He
was
says-
your
You want me to bring him back?
Literally, she just said that to you. That's the deal.
Well, it's not my turn yet, he explains.
it is in fact Rogar's turn.
Curses, why does the world work this way? Only one person can do an action at a time.
I,
Right,
Well,
Rogar.
he has not brought back Stong and Ruin yet. It's true.
Wow.
all right. So Rogar's going to step forward slightly and like 5 feet, and he's going to cast. Well, I guess he doesn't necessarily need to, but he's going to cast. He's going to cast Bless. Less for the purposes of combat, though. If we end up in a fight, this is good. If this keeps escalating, but also just because to protect Artemisia, give her an advantage on save rolls, just in case Lilten tries like charming her or doing some kind of hinky
Okay.
thing with her. So
Okay.
so that's his motivation. So he's going to verbal, somatic, no material to cast for 1 minute next. You 3 are blessed. And he blesses.
I assume it's in Dwarvish. It has more gravitas in the Dwarvish.
Has more.
Yeah.
And then so he blesses Cecilia, Artemisia, and Sturge.
Okay.
What does
What
it do
does that
again?
do?
It gives you a +4 to savings and attack rolls. I mean, I'm not. You add a die for +4. Just gives you
Okay.
+4, I think.
No, it's plus 1d4.
+1d4. I got this. Gotta update that on my sheet. Anyway,
Okay. Lilten
Sturge.
says to Artemisia, I only want to talk, and yet your friends seem to have misinterpreted my presence. Sturge, your turn.
He's just
Um,
acting like he didn't do anything.
You're mistaken. We just learned some things about you, Lord.
You've got such a way with people, Sturge.
Lord Lilliputian.
Dlardrageth.
Your internet did not make that better.
Yeah.
Lord Lardas.
It
So
definitely made
Sturge-
it sound like a demon.
Well, it also made it sound like Sturge said it accurately. So
It's
Larger gap.
the babblefish
Aye.
of the internet. Oh, it looks like Eric
So
froze.
he said nobody's called me that for a long time.
Right.
You can sass him back now.
Um,
And he can't talk right now.
oh, there.
You've dazzled him with your wit, Sturge.
He's like,
I had only come to speak to Artemisia, but I would
Wait.
like to speak with you as well, Sturge.
Well, you see, there is a complication. the reason Stong was so upset is it seems you threatened Artemisia with the well-being of her friends most very recently. Yes, and although you probably were relying upon some memory magic to make her forget that, it didn't work this time.
Well,
Uh-oh, cat's out of the bag.
Threatening any of you.
Mm.
Let's try that again.
Do I smell gas in here? Oh, is it suddenly bright? Really? A bright light? And I smell gas?
Certain. You're gonna take action.
Yes, my action is to what was that thing? Oh yes, do a sneeze, which masks the verbal components of See Invisible.
Oh, interesting.
And then he's just going to scan the room.
All right, hold on 1 second.
Oh God, he's going through his notes.
No, I'm just making sure. Okay. I'm just making sure I understand exactly what's going to happen. All right.
Oh God.
Well, this is what happens.
Mm-hmm.
You see two people standing there on the earth moat next to him.
Is one of them freaking Fane?
Yes.
My old friend. Okay. Well, he's a very good actor, Sturge is, and so he's going to mask his he kind of expected this, and so he's going to mask his reaction and not look at her.
I don't think we've had Fane on the stream. I think it was all pre-stream, so maybe we want to describe her.
It appeared in a
So I'm going to
vignette.
describe both of these people, assuming my internet cooperates.
Okay.
So the first thing you see is the hulking form of the Raging Sorrow perched on one of the chairs. And she's like sitting on the back of the chair, and she's got her legs up on the seat of the chair, and she's kind of sitting there impatiently, like, when can I go? When can I go? And then the other thing you see is physically, this creature is the opposite of the Raging Sorrow. She or they, it's kind of hard to say, is very slender, almost gaunt, and looks just extremely willowy rather than muscular. And they have this shock of pink red hair and these bat wings, which are wrapped around them. And we'll go with she for the moment. She looks very uncomfortable to be there. Or you're not sure. Maybe she's just anxious about something. But she's kind of standing by the bench looking like...
See.
And she looks over at Sturge. And she's now staring at Sturge.
And Sturge only sees this peripherally because he's not looking at her.
Make a deception check, Sturge.
How about performance?
Okay, that would work.
Okay.
Yeah.
How do we do? Go. How did that go? Ugh, 12.
Did you have advantage on it? Because it did roll twice. No.
Oh, it always rolls in case I have advantage. So you just take the first one.
Okay.
Just
So I only got.
taunts you with the second one.
Oh shit! I keep forgetting to use my portents. Alas. So do I recognize that
Think that Fane knows that you can see them?
What?
You think that Fane knows that you can see them?
Yeah. Fane, Raging Sorrow, such a pleasure to see you.
Nice.
Just go in. I love
Nice.
You know, the invisibility thing isn't very neighborly.
Sarah says, "What? You can see us. You can hear her voice. So we get to kill them now.
Please come kill me, Raging Sorrow. I'm bored.
Here peacefully.
The invisibility has distorted her voice quite dramatically.
Somebody
It's
stop
pretty clear she wants to
casting.
kill us.
And to be clear, none of us can see. Only Sturge can see these. Right?
No, but we
Only
can hear
Sturge
her.
can see. You heard her say that, and then Lilten raised it.
Ah.
Her voice rippling
Oh.
through the veil
Oh.
of invisibility.
So all this like, oh, we're not threatening you stuff, that's out the window.
He says, Of course I brought bodyguards. Did you think me a fool?
No.
Calm yourself, Sorrow.
Mm.
I have no need of you spoiling the morning yet.
Death definitely spoils the point.
Anyway, Sturge, you can see that Sarah summons her gold burning sword, and she's still invisible, so the rest of the group can't see her. And she's looking at you like you look real tasty. Anyway,
I yawn.
Not at the way that she looks at Stong and thinks he's real tasty. No.
Yeah.
Song is in a different dimension at the moment.
Sturge is gonna yawn, just a big, giant, like lazy cat yawn, and then he's gonna blow his nose.
All right. It is Lilton's turn again. He turns to Artemisia. He says, I will bring back your muscle if you promise me that he will not attack me.
Artemisia knows she can't make that promise.
Pretty sure Lilton knows that Artemisia can't make that promise too.
That is not between me and you. That is between you and Stong.
Well, then he shall remain away.
It's reasonable.
She can't say anything to that, so.
Shall we go elsewhere? Your companions seem very unhappy at the moment, and I would hate to continue to damage their day with my presence, odious as I seem to be.
No.
Yeah.
Celia, I think at this point has cottoned to the fact, first of all, she thinks Lilten is a lot like her dad. And the thing is, when a narcissist wants to talk, you gotta let him talk sometimes. So I think she's gonna go up and stand next to Artemisia and be like, no, I think whatever you need to say in front of her, you can say in front of the rest of us. You've made it very clear that you've got something you need to tell us and that it's apparently going to be worth our time.
Very well. What a sensible answer.
I try.
Lilten, Lord Lilten, if you would begin by clarifying
Please call me Lord Dlardrageth.
I try. Lord Dlardrageth.
No, you may call me Lilton. Or you may call me Lily, as I believe you were intending to.
Was I?
You don't remember?
He's going to think about that. Stop distracting me. What I'm trying to say is these two sisters said they both witnessed you threatening us through Artemisia in a bid to manipulate her. Can you please explain?
All right. He hops down off the earth moat next to Artemisia, smiles at her, and then he looks over at Sturge and he says, I would like to hear more of this myself. I haven't read anyone's mind. I thought that would be rude. So please explain, darling.
You just knew that Sturge was going to call you Lily. That was from before.
Oh, I read his mind before, obviously. Or I had spies following you. Or I scried upon you.
Yeah, you want it all the
Or
way,
any
don't
of
you?
these things.
So, can Artemisia do an action, or I lost track of the two?
Well, we're kind of paused on combat for a second.
Okay.
Yeah, you can. You can.
Well, I've been waiting. You need to tell me what sort of Technicolor dreamland am I flying through right now?
Paint a picture.
All right, Stan. You find yourself in a black wasteland with just jagged remains of trees and other plants around you. And
Do I recognize it? Can I roll something?
make an Arcana check?
Also, could I make some sort of roll to try to figure out like what just happened to me?
The Arcana check would do that.
Ugh. Okay, that's a 6 for the location.
No idea.
Oh, I don't know where I am. But a 20 for the identification for the.
He definitely hurled you between planes.
Interesting.
Is that
Okay,
what a banishment does?
Yeah, similar to a banishment spell.
interesting.
Nothing's out of the box with Lilten.
Yeah. So I think Stong would like to try to perform a sending because I believe sendings occur between dimensions
Yeah, you
or
could
planes.
certainly try that.
Okay.
As you're looking around and starting to cast the spell, you feel like the ground trembling.
Oh no! Surprise Tarask.
It's so much more interesting than surprise goblins.
That's a real escalation from surprise goblins.
Yeah.
Maybe not from surprise 10,000-year-old demon elf thing.
Yeah. I mean, this plane, I can't identify it, but I'm getting bad vibes from it. So, if there is like a large rock to hide behind or something, I think Stong would take shelter there
Sure.
and then perform.
Make a survival check, please. Just
All
to
right.
see if you find some good cover or whatnot.
Stong's a survivor. He's going
23.
Yeah. You find a couple of rocks are leaning against each other, and you can kind of take shelter in the hollow between them.
Okay.
You see a light up in the sky,
Mhm.
which you realize are like flame trails, like meteors, perhaps, but they're big and close.
Oh no. Oh no.
And as you're looking around more, the trembling gets greater, and you look on the horizon and see just this sea of moving creatures coming toward you.
How much time do I think I have before they reach me?
Maybe a minute or two. How long do you think banishment lasts?
It lasts 1 minute.
This is a minute.
I know this one. Unless that's
Yeah.
Stong's home plane, in which case, sorry, bud, you're boned.
I
Ooh.
think
Orcs
oh,
did come here
interesting.
from somewhere else, didn't
Yeah,
they?
that's
Yeah,
true.
Stong's-
But half
Stong's-
orcs
Yeah.
born
It's
on.
actually, that's a wonderful question. If you move to another plane and you'd say, this is my home now, when you get banished, do you go to the plane that you've adopted as your home? Or is it like, no, sorry, you go here because that's where you were born?
Well, let's go to the chat. Chat, what do you
Yeah. So yeah, so I think Stong would still do ascending.
You have,
Oh.
I think
You
you
have
have
one.
birthright citizen when it comes to planes. Like the plane that you're born on is your home.
But what if you reject it?
Yeah, and you can see that these creatures. I don't know if anybody can hear me or if I'm.
Yeah.
anyone
Checked up
here.
a little bit, but
Okay,
these
great.
creatures.
These creatures are, well, they're vaguely humanoid. Some of them are wearing pieces of armor. They have horns, and they're like flames coming out of their mouths and their
Oh.
ears. And you realize that you are probably on some battlefield in one of the 9 hells.
Oh, very nice. Oh, very
fun.
nice.
Oh,
Demons on one side, devils on the other, Stong
Yeah,
right in the middle.
There is a ravening
Led Zeppelin
horde
playing.
of wild creatures rushing from the other direction, and you caught in the middle.
Okay. If it's gonna be another minute before they reach me, I think Stong would definitely do his sending spell still.
Okay. Roll a d20, please.
All right. That is an 18.
Okay. What's your sending? And who are you sending to?
Oh, so Stong's gonna send to Artemisia, and he's going to say, Artemisia, I'm okay. In a dark, demon-filled dimension, but got another minute. Don't go with Lilten. He's been changing our memories and bad intentions. Oh god. No, 25 never felt so limited. All right.
Okay, Artemisia, that message arrives. It's a little bit garbled,
Okay.
like what my internet does to things that I say.
Oh,
Well,
Interspersed with growls and cacophonous noises.
wow. Okay. Well, she's not even really like listening too hard to the content. She's just like, let's see. Okay. Stong, you can come back if you promise not to attack him. Please promise. I can't promise for you. Hurry, send me your answer for him.
Can't send an answer back.
Well,
Yeah.
he has another sending if he can cast it again.
Yeah, but I think when Stong hears that, he's just going to go ahead and enhance his own strength and prepare to prepare for the future.
Question. You mentioned that Ruan is gone, and you also kind of leaked that Sarshan's gone.
Lilten, unconcerned.
Is
I did.
he? Is he? Are they in Avernus
Correct.
too? Stong alone?
Yep.
Wait,
Okay.
yes, alone?
I think you slowed down. They are,
Yes.
Stong is alone. They are not.
Stong
in
is
Avernus.
alone.
Oh, wait.
They are not there.
And I might have picked the wrong plane, but you're not going to do that trick. Oh my god. I hope
Evil
everyone-
DM laughter.
So, Lilten, unconcerned, goes and sits in one of the chairs. He obviously Rikers the chair, right? Sits around over the back.
Absolutely.
And then puts his feet up on the table and he says, well, I have come to be honest with you.
We need to have honesty for this conversation.
Exactly.
So she's going to cast Dispel Magic on him in case there's some kind of illusion.
Ooh.
Then you won't mind if I just cast the spell.
Okay. Roll your caster level check.
12.
Really, darling.
Can you show us your real form?
This
Whoa.
is my real.
It's not quite how I remember it.
No, buddy. Cat's out of the bag.
Remember from what? That's something we should discuss.
It's really
Oh, no.
adorable how he's pretending we don't know anything.
Well, I think it was a mistake letting him know how much we know, because then he'll try and make us not know it anymore.
Sturge is going to cast protection.
Also, he raises his hand again, and you see that Sorrow appears holding her sword poised above Artemisia.
What happened to I don't make
He says-
threats?
Sorry, she's just very protective.
Of what?
Me, of course.
What is there an attack on you presently? Sorry.
little
Artemisia
dispel
just
magic?
casts a spell on me.
A little Dispel Magic makes you afraid.
Doesn't make
I'm-
me afraid, makes Sorrow jumpy.
Sorrow, why don't you just take a seat again, I suggest?
She looks at Sturge. She looks at Lilten. Lilten nods, and
Is
she
this
sits
supposed to
down on that
convince
table.
us of something?
Sunday, Sturge versus Sorrow.
That'd be an interesting fight.
You would.
Sorry, Aaron, I missed.
Oh, I said Cecilia is going to lean to Artemisia and be like, is this supposed to convince us of something?
Lilten says, so I have a business arrangement that I wish to discuss, but perhaps we should discuss, clear the air about certain matters.
Well-
Shall I go first, or would you like to go first?
What do we-
No, I think that we need to set out certain terms.
Of course.
You may feel that you have me and also my friends exactly where you want us. I cannot remove your binding spell. That is true.
I definitely do not feel that way. This is not what I wanted at all. But circumstances have progressed to the point where this has become necessary.
And since you feel it has become necessary, you should know that you are not my only option. You are not the only one who has plans for my magic. And you should know that my birth mother has great interest in my magic. And were I to pledge it to her instead of you, she would dispense with your bindings. And so you should know that it is not that I have no choice. I have choices. And you need to remember that.
I acknowledge that. You do have choices. Your choices have led you to me and to this moment.
Whoa.
I am a great proponent of choice. And that's what I have come to offer you, is a choice. You don't have to take me up on my offer. You probably should, but you don't have to.
Let's hear this offer then.
Is when you say my bindings, do you mean the ring?
Yes.
Would you like
What?
to remove it?
Yes.
He holds out his hand.
Hold up. Question.
Well,
She needed a clarification. What other bindings might she have meant?
I do not know. I haven't placed any on her.
That's a strange thing to say then. You might want to work on your communication skills. You can hand him your ring. I'm not
Well,
going to stop you from doing that.
I clarified because the ring is not intended as a binding. The ring is a protective measure.
That erases her memory.
I had to
You
protect my
threatening her?
interests, of course.
Yeah, protecting you, not protecting me. Take it off.
Well, very well. You put your hand in his
Yeah.
hand. Now, I suspect you won't believe me. But this was intended to protect you, and it has served very well on numerous occasions, probably. Can you say that it hasn't?
I could if you would let me remember.
This is like, Cecilia is going, this is the most completely manipulative question.
Yeah.
I don't know why he's pretending we're all going to go, oh, he's making a good point.
That is an unfortunate side effect of its protective magic.
You should make a
Yes.
deal with the devil while you're down there and bring it
Well, here you are. And Ston reappears. He
Did
just
you bring
kind
a
of like
devil?
he just kind of
So-
Right.
So actually, before Stong reappeared after the sending, I did want to do something.
okay.
So like as the demons were coming towards the rocks, Stong was gonna cast greater invisibility on himself to guarantee himself like some
Ooh.
safety.
I like how you
Probably
use
see
that
you.
word guarantee.
Yeah, I mean, you're gonna
Well-
do it. It's not gonna matter.
Thanks.
I have
Hey,
Yeah.
most of the demons won't see you. That's true.
I think it's
Some
gonna
measure,
be
yeah.
back.
but when I come back, am I invisible?
Not to Sturge. Actually, I don't know.
True.
If that persists.
Yes, although Sturge sees you reappear. Sturge, you see Stong reappear in the middle of the earth moat, going like this. Oh. Sturge, or Stong, did you have any other battles while you were there? Did you fight any demons, devils?
So I don't think Stong would. He's on their plane. They seem to be doing demon devil stuff. So
Good
he's got no
guess.
beef. Yeah, he's got no beef with them. They're
okay.
just being themselves.
Sarshan reappears. You didn't even see Sarshan before he got banished.
Oh, sorry.
But where he was leaping through the air toward the earth moat, and he just kind of falls out of the air right there.
Oh, Sarshan was also attacking the Earth mode, eh? Okay.
And he is covered with ice and frost and numerous wounds.
Is he alive? Is he
Meanwhile,
okay for the moment?
He looks like it, yeah.
Okay.
Like,
Cool.
you've-
Lilten is just racking up points in his favor.
Mod beta. Ruin reappears, and he kind of clutches Rogar's arm. He just reappears near Rogar. And he goes, "What? What just happened?"
Lilton's telling us his very interesting business proposition.
I mean, I think Stone would just charge at Lilten again.
Stung.
Wilton, who has started casting another spell.
Counterspell.
Well, he starts. He changes his hum to a different tune, and he's like moving his hands as though he's going to cast a spell. Do you want to? Yeah, you can counterspell if you want to.
I mean, I feel like
Sure.
I would. Whatever he's doing, I don't know that it's Stong because I can't see Stong. I presume
Okay.
Lilten can see Stong. But if I
Sure.
see him casting a spell, I don't want him to cast a spell. So okay,
Yep.
cast a counterspell. Now tell me how it doesn't work.
Okay. No, it does work. It does work. It stops the spell that he's casting.
Oh.
And
It's
he
good
goes,
faith or it's not.
Oh, interesting.
"No, it does work."
So I'm saying to Lilten, like, you do this in good faith or you go away.
I was attempting to, and then Stong comes charging toward him.
Lilten!
Well,
Throwing my arm.
okay. Go ahead and attack, buddy.
Oh, okay. So yeah, Stong's gonna come back and he's gonna rush towards Lilten and try to punch him again. He's gonna yell about how Lilten sent him to like a demonic plane while he does it.
Okay.
Is it an
you
18
haven't-
hit?
Hold on.
I am invisible.
Yeah, let me see. You do have advantage because you are invisible, and he can't see invisible things necessarily.
It's still an 18.
All right, you swing at him, and he kind of like moves his head out of the way, and you just miss him.
Okay, I'm gonna try it again.
And then you reappear. Right, you're no longer
Oh, it's greater
you must have
invisibility.
Improved invisibility, right?
Yeah,
Okay,
it's greater
you're still
invisibility.
invisible.
So
Rogar wants to do something. too,
Uh,
I'm not sure.
It would be a
All
27.
right, I guess we're back in combat. So
That's
go
how
back to
fast you're,
Stong's turn.
Lilten.
Did he take the ring off, or did he just
he did
take her
take the
hand?
ring off. He has it in his hand.
Oh, okay.
And then he was casting another spell, which Cecilia counterspelled. Then it was Stonk's turn. Now it's Artemisia's turn.
Oh wait, I get 2 attacks on my turn though. I only got 1.
Right. Well, you're 13. Oh, well, you're 10. Your natural 1 missed, but you still have advantage, so you can roll again.
Right. Oh, I guess my second roll did not go through, which is annoying. Okay.
Right. Yeah, that didn't
Oh,
hit
okay.
either.
All right.
Okay. So maybe you were trying to kick him, but he moved out of the way. Okay, Artemisia's turn. This is neat, like a little flow between combat and combat, you know?
Lilten!
Does the state of her memory feel the same as when she was wearing the ring?
Well, you don't remember anything extra.
Okay. So, I mean, she wanted the ring off, and she got the ring off.
Mhm.
So she's gonna sort of like have drawn her hands back now that it's off.
Yep.
And I think she froze up again. So she just won't take this turn.
Okay. Cecilia, your turn.
Okay. So it is very clear that we are outmatched at this point, that Lilten is going to pretend he's not threatening us, but threaten us, and that he wants to talk, and he's going to do it at his own pace. So Cecilia is going to try to persuade Stong to stand down. And you can say whether it works or not.
What is the persuasion like roll?
I rolled a 14. So she's like, Stong, the man's got to talk. He's got something that he thinks we need to hear, that we thinks we're going to listen to. And probably her utter rage at Lilten is just pouring through. So you can decide what a 14 does. I think that's how Eric does it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, I think the thing is that like Stong is all about like honesty and being like authentic with people, and Lilten is kind of like the antithesis of that. And I feel like Stong would shout something like, "Listening to him is the greatest mistake. He'll just twist your thoughts around and manipulate you." And he would not stop.
Okay.
So did you swung at him, you missed. Do you have more than one attack?
I took both.
Oh, you did. I missed that
You
second one.
missed both.
Yeah.
18 is not good enough to hit him. With what did you just use your like unarmed strike?
Just use my fists.
Unarmed strikes.
So,
Okay. Rogar's turn. Rogar, what are you going to do?
You need to calm down. And I
called
will
everybody.
I will cast calm emotions over over Stong.
Okay.
It's yeah. I feel conflicted about it because I don't want to take away his agency, but at the same time, like I think we had all come to a point where we were trying to talk, and he doesn't know about Fane and Raging Sorrow, right? Are they still invisible?
Raging Sorrow is visible now. Pain is
Okay.
not.
Right.
Okay, so
Hmm.
calm emotions affects technically each humanoid in a 20-foot radius centered on a point you choose within range.
Aye. Oh, I gotta look at the roll 20 here. All right, so
And that's a charisma saving throw.
Wait, why,
Okay.
why is Stong way over by the table?
Because that's where Lilten is.
Oh,
Lilten
that's
went
the-
over there to
Yeah.
his cocky sit down.
the
Performative sit
Riker.
down.
The Riker
Performative sit down,
straddle.
right.
And
'Cause we're gonna think he's cool now.
what's
Yeah.
his name? Where's Fane?
What's
Look,
the DC?
This guy
Fane's
is
on the moat.
extra AF. Okay?
spell
It's
save
not
DC
his fault.
16.
He was born that way.
I rolled a
I think he
16.
said 10,000 years to learn better.
Yeah, well.
So Eric,
Well- Okay, then you save against it, I guess.
You can voluntarily fail the saving throw if you want. You don't have to, though. You can. Did
I don't think
Stone
you
make a save?
yeah, I just feel like Stong might feel the effects of this magic like coming over him, and he might recognize the source of it because he's seen Rogar cast that spell so many times, and he understands why his friend might do that. But he's also worried that like Lilten has done something to manipulate Rogar's mind. He doesn't know
yeah, it's
Rogar's
very
like, controlling
possible.
him.
All right, you resisted it.
Resisted
But-
what?
Presumably,
The calm
Calm
emotions
emotion.
effect.
does
Okay.
Lilten get hit by it? I mean, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say no,
Aye.
but assume
I
he
mean,
has
he-
to roll still.
He has to roll. I imagine though he has a
doesn't-
charisma like his. He can probably like just not even roll and.
It
beat
doesn't seem to have made any significant effect on him.
Aye.
Like nothing obviously happens to him. All right.
Okay.
Ooh, we didn't hear that last part, Eric.
Okay, so this is when we get a plan, right?
Sturge's turn.
Yes. Yes.
Sturgis,
My turn?
It's Sturgis' turn. Sturgis, what are you gonna do?
It's Sturge's turn.
Set a bonfire under him.
No.
Just talk to him. It's not gonna work.
Surge's going to cast Detect Magic. And how far away is
Okay.
What's Her Pants?
You're gonna have to be more specific.
hold
There are
Raging
numerous
sorrow.
what's her pants.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So she's only 15, 20 feet away. Is there any magic on Invisible Girl? invisible person?
You don't see anything.
What? Nothing glowing on her?
Nope.
No gear?
Nope.
But she's glowing a little because she's invisible.
No.
No?
No.
Do I see any gear on her whatsoever? Mundane or otherwise, jewelry?
You're asking about Sorrow specifically?
No.
You're asking about Fane.
Fane.
Fane has this little like golden orb in her hands. And she's wearing like a suit of black leather armor.
Mm-hmm. Does she have weapons?
Not that you can see.
And there's no magic on her either?
She's not glowing. She's not detecting as magical, no.
Even though she's invisible. Although I guess that doesn't
Correct.
show up okay. Interesting. She has an orb. She's wearing no other jewelry.
Actually, hold on. You know what? I probably shouldn't have let you even see them when they were invisible. So
Right.
we're just gonna say that yes, the orb is clearly magical.
Interesting.
And, the armor is magical. It's because they were supposed to have non-detection on them, which would make the see invisibility not work either.
Oh,
interesting.
But I let it work, so we're just gonna say that the non-detection isn't really a thing.
okay.
So her orb is magical. Her leather armor is magical. I know sometimes you get really confused. You're like, why doesn't something detect this magical? And I'm like, because of non-detection. This is a spell that you know exists.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I know. I recognize that. But so are you sure it doesn't do it negates see invisible?
Negates divination sorts of spells.
Huh.
So
Okay. Well, I kind of feel like I'm not going to do what I did since he shouldn't even have been able to see.
it's okay. Go ahead and do your thing. I made an error, so I retconned it.
No, I don't. That does.
You can see that she has the orb is magical. Her armor is magical.
Right.
Sorrow is also wearing magical armor, and her sword is obviously magical.
Mm-hmm. All right. Otherwise, no jewelry, no nothing.
Let's see. I'm just going to double check.
This is gonna be very long because Stong, you're not gonna stop fighting him, and if you don't stop fighting him, he's not gonna finish talking.
I
If he
mean,
doesn't finish talking, he won't leave.
Right?
Yeah, no.
I feel like
no
that's
other
our only
magical
way out
devices.
of this. Let him just say what he wants to say.
Okay. No, Sturge is just going to, what the heck? He's going to cast protection from evil on himself.
Okay.
Get out for number 1.
yeah. I also feel like, this is a chance to do a little bit of scouting. So I feel like, I feel like it's okay, to
probe
keep
his,
going.
probe his defenses. That's a good call. Yeah.
It's Sarshan's turn. Sarshan having reappeared. What he is going to do is he is going to also charge Lilten with his sword out.
God.
Oh, Sarshan.
I'm just gonna leave this tower. That's what I'm gonna do.
Sarshan's not invisible, though.
God.
He actually managed to strike Lilten a couple of times.
Lilten just go, oh, that was funny.
Well, Lilten raises his arm and Sarshan strikes into it and then strikes into it again. And Lilten looks at him venomously.
Does it look effective? Like, did it cut?
It bit into it slightly, yeah.
Does he bleed green smoke?
He's not bloodied. So he knocked it aside with the bracer on his arm, and then knocked aside the other blow.
Mm-hmm.
So
Why did we come
actually
back
draw
here?
blood. He's just kind of frustrating him. I don't know. Okay. All right. Lilten says, "This is."
Lilten says, sorry for bothering you.
Bye, guys.
I just wanted to drop off this gift basket. That's all.
It's got fruit.
Lilten says, "If you want me to go, I will go. But you'll be passing up a significant opportunity."
Oh,
I don't think. Okay.
Trojan
you know
horse
what,
offer.
though? You know what though? Actually, like, yeah, okay. Sarshan, can you step back for a second and let Lilten tell us this opportunity?
He looks over at you like, really?
Really, there is just full of meaning. Go ahead, Lilten.
It's Sarah's turn. She comes over and attempts to grapple Stong.
Nice.
Wait, can I trip her on the way over?
You're not in her
You.
line of movement.
Isn't she?
She goes past Artemisia.
Mhm.
I
I
mean,
suspect
yeah.
your legs are as noodly as your arms.
And given their history
She'll go
together,
to
can you
trip
clarify?
and you'll fall down.
Yeah, is this a hostile grapple or?
Okay, so she hit an AC 17.
Is
I
it
don't
a
think there's
hostile
a.
grapple?
I don't think you even need to hit. Really, we just roll off on athletics or acrobatics.
Right. Well, she grabs you, and then you make an opposed athletics check.
Okay. Oh, how do you see me?
Wait. I'm gonna give Stong.
Wait, I rolled a 27.
Okay.
Okay.
Too late.
She should have known better. She's grappled before. And
He's
grappled
gonna-
before.
He's gonna
Yep.
chuck her. He's gonna redirect her momentum.
Well, she's grabbed onto you.
Don't tell him what his character does.
Oh, okay. Whoa, she beat a 27? Dang. All right.
No, she's grabbed onto you. She can't do anything to you. The opposed check was to see if she could move you or throw you or something. But she's just grabbed onto you.
I don't. Okay.
Is that how
I mean,
grapple works?
Yeah, I
mean,
think
I feel
basically
like
I
this is-
escaped the grapple if I beat her in athletics.
No, that's an action that you take on your turn to escape her grapple. You don't get an immediate roll to escape a grapple.
Okay.
I gave
Grapple,
you the
plaguing
roll to see
additions
if,
down the
if
years.
the thing didn't. And
More
then
times
she
you
was
say-
trying to throw you, but you had the opposed athletics check
Oh,
to see
okay.
if that
Mhm.
happened, and it
Okay.
didn't happen. So
Mhm.
instead, she's just holding on to you now, like your muscles are straining against each other,
Mm-hmm.
and you are grappled, which means you are immobilized. But
More
that's
times
it.
we say grapple, the funnier the word. Grapple.
It's a great flavored grapple.
Yes.
Okay. So, Lilton's turn. Is Stong still attacking?
Stong is now struggling against the raging sorrow.
Okay. Lilton speaks a word in an ancient elven language. Like he sings a syllable. Like, sings a syllable. And Stong, you are stunned. At which point, your muscles stop fighting back against Sorrow, so she just pulls you over and you both fall down.
Okay. No save? All right.
Correct.
Interesting.
Can he start telling us the business offer now?
Then he looks over at you and he smooths his hair
You guys are
and he
so,
says,
like,
"Are we done yet?"
"Beat it out."
Puts his
Go
hand on the
ahead.
hilt of his sword.
Maybe we should go and speak privately.
I don't think that's a good idea at all.
Bring your sister.
Oh my God.
Bring whoever you want except for that lummox. Stong is lying on the floor going,
Use your nice words, Lord Darden.
"Bring whoever you want other than that one."
Well, why don't we just remove ourselves from 20 feet from him and have the conversation here, since we're all going to be invited, except for him.
Stand on the other side of the room and leave Stong behind.
Wilton goes and hops back up onto the earth boat. And he says, "How about this? Your predecessor gave us a perfect opportunity, a place to have our council."
While we're
Predecessor.
chatting, I'm gonna recall my spell slot just in case.
Yep.
Well,
Okay. Song, it is your turn. You may make a constitution saving throw to escape the effect.
Okay. Let's see. Constitution save.
Predecessor doesn't. That sounds ominous.
Does
He
a
means Mirren.
I know, but
Oh,
like,
but she's her
it,
pick. Yeah, got it. That's why we had to come to Dark.
He does mean Mirren, yes.
it makes it sound like she's out of the picture.
got a 10?
Okay, you did not fight off the effect. And you are still stunned.
Okay, should we get on this thing?
That's what I mean. Artemisia is going to get on, and she's going to like hold out her hand to Cecilia to take her hand.
Coming
But
with you.
okay, good.
So Sturge is just going to, as you can see, move close to Fane
Uh-huh.
and just
Her
like,
eyes track you.
yeah, he's going to be looking straight at her and he's going to say, with a cantrip, a message cantrip, "You look lovely today, Fane."
When Cecilia gets on the Earth mode, she does want to make eye contact with Starshan and see what is happening. Because if he's going to take a running leap at this thing, I need to dissuade him from that.
He is.
If he's
like,
going to just come get on the Earth mode, that's okay, but don't do anything stupid.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Rogar is going to stay behind. He's first of all,
Actually,
he's-
no. He is. Starshan is currently like samurai showdown with Sorrow there.
All right. Keep
Like
hands
they're
on that.
growling at each other.
Okay.
Which, in all your experience with Starshan, means he's fine.
Rogar
Wilson
is gonna
says,
stay behind.
"Don't
too.
worry
Okay.
for your paramour. I'm
Oh my
sure
God.
Sarah won't hurt him." Well, I'm not sure she won't hurt him, but I'm sure he can defend
I think
himself.
she should be more worried.
Oh,
I've
you
seen how
do?
Strong messes her up in the arena.
Well, whatever is between them and whatever they're into, it's not really my business.
I'm just gonna look at Artemisia like, why were you into this?
Okay, let's see. So we're sort of out of combat again. Sturge, do you climb on the earth moat?
Yeah, he's she can speak, she can reply in the message cantrip.
Well, she'd have to cast a. Yeah, okay. She does, in fact, reply in the message cantrip. And she says, "Oh, so good to see you, Sturge. You're looking long notes as usual."
Yes, yes, and I notice you're still
Wearing my normal form?
Yes,
Unfortunate.
I'm sorry. It's what?
Unfortunate.
Why is that?
I prefer anything else.
Why? You
I
actually,
prefer to have the option.
I prefer you this way. If that I am allowed to have a preference.
Can we hear
You are
Sturge and
allowed to
Fane?
have a preference. No, they're conversing
Okay,
in the
just wanted
message
to check.
cantrip.
Like,
Back and
how
forth.
just
crazy
pointing
do
at
you
each
think
other.
Sturge is right now. Baseline crazy or something new?
Sturge
So
keeps
you-
going
you-
like this.
Sorry.
Yeah.
For all I know, he's talking.
Yeah, you
Just
can't see
stop.
her, so he's
Okay.
kind of looking weird.
Rogar, unless you're going to climb on the earth moat, are you going to climb on the earth moat?
No, he's healing Ruin and or caring to Ruin and wants to stay behind A to look after Stong and B in case they fly off in the Earth moat someplace. There's something that there's someone to come after them.
Okay. All right. So the earth moat.
But he will cast Bless again over the people on the Earth moat.
Okay.
Forgot about that.
So Lilten speaks the command word, and the earth moat starts rising into the air.
What was the command word
It's a ancient Netherese word.
for
You could
up?
just make a note of it, since
Okay.
you did speak it kind of loudly.
Okay. Got it.
Okay. And then he sits back in one of the chairs, and he says, I did expect that this would be a somewhat contentious meeting, but I thought your companions might be able to control themselves a little bit better.
We came to talk business. Can we talk business?
We are talking business.
No, we're trading insults now.
No, we're talking business. You are welcome to try, little girl.
Celia, it's fine. It's fine. He did take off the ring.
I did.
Well,
I came
credit
here in
to
good faith.
him.
If you wish to keep fighting, we will.
No, I wish
I
you would
have
just
nothing
tell us.
against any of you. I do not wish to harm any of you. I only want to talk. I want to offer you an alliance, in fact. But we'll get there. Song, make another Constitution saving throw.
Let's see. That is going to be a 6.
Not good.
Still sounds-
Raging sorrow. Hi.
She pats your cheek, turns your head to the side so you don't choke on your own vomit.
Thanks.
Lilten says, all right, so there's a lot. What do you want to discuss first? What brings me here? Do you have questions that I would like to clear up?
Okay, make a wisdom
I've
saving
never threatened you or any of your companions to my knowledge. And I'd like to know what you mean.
I've been trying to remember, and perhaps
yes.
first you could give me my memories back.
I was attempting to do that,
So do
but
it.
your sister blocked me because she is very good at protecting her sister. I understand.
Literally, wisdom saving throws over and over again. This is the worst for Cecilia.
You can make an insight
it
check
out.
to see if he's telling the truth.
Oh my
So,
god, he has like
would
a
you like?
plus.
Is it 23?
He seems to be on level.
Oh, the counter spell was actually something else. It's my fault now. I don't care.
Okay.
He could have said what he was doing and not been
He
true.
says, I am
still
going
blame
to do what I can to remove the memory wiping effect of the ring. This obviously has some lingering effect upon my darling Artemisia here, and I would like to fix that. Do I have your permission to do that, Lady Cecilia?
Not my body, so I don't need to give you permission.
My permission.
Sturge is paying very close attention to this.
Artemisia, would you like me to do that?
She said yes.
Yes.
Very well then. Starts casting a spell, looking at Cecilia. And then he casts a spell, which is a dispel magic, kind of slightly different. Like he's singing words in an ancient elven dialect to make this magic happen. And you realize that Lilten is a bard, not a wizard, not a sorcerer, a bard. And he casts a spell, and then Artemisia, memories start coming back to you. You can remember the various interactions you've had with the ring, the moments that you spent in the ring. And you remember that it has drawn you into it in times of stress and threat. And suddenly just everything comes back to you.
She's gonna like stagger
Cecilia.
and like cling on to Cecilia.
Cecilia and Sturge, you can both remember seeing Artemisia disappear into the ring. And then she would eventually reappear and then say something like, I had to go do something. And then that seemed very reasonable. So you just went along with it.
And I assume we can see that his characterization that she was in danger was kind of bending the truth a little, because usually it was when she was really wound up.
It does seem to have happened mostly when she was really wound up.
Yeah.
Sometimes it happened when she was in grave danger, though.
It doesn't fix it.
No. Lilten says, yes, the memory modification is a regrettable side effect. These ancient artifacts are not terribly trustworthy. He's still holding the ring in his hand. So,
I'm gonna elbow Artemisia.
you said that I threatened you.
You said so she's gonna my memory is imperfect, but maybe that sort of is similar to what she's feeling. You said that you could do something about Marcelea, about my stepmother.
I
And
did make you that offer, yes.
and
And
then
you turned me down, as I recall.
Oh, well, yeah, okay. So everything that happened to her that was coincidence?
And did nothing against Marcelea. Your mother has a great many.
Oh, you might
Lilten's
have to repeat
saying
that.
that he didn't do
I was
anything
hoping
wrong,
to
and Marcelea is a problem
another
anyway.
great
And-
coincidence. He said, your mother had one of whom I was hoping that you would help me fight against. Another great coincidence.
Oh, okay.
So is that the offer? You want us to help
Yes.
you fight? So wait, why can't you just fight Marcelea by yourself?
I don't wish to fight Marcelea.
Why? Are you super
Why would
powerful?
I want to fight Marcelea?
Well, why do you want us to fight her?
I don't.
He said mother, not stepmother.
Your mother. I'm so sorry. I'm so used to
Um,
people calling her your mother. You want us
So
to
am
fight
I.
the
I'm sorry.
spirit?
I seem to have given the wrong impression. Marcelea has numerous enemies, as do you, and as does the city of Westgate, a city that I have adopted as my own
Hmm,
over the last 20 years or so.
so good of you.
Not really. And I was hoping to enlist you to protect it.
It's funny. That's sort of the deal Lilra made with us.
Well,
Best
she's not
bud.
here, is she?
Where is she?
I don't know. Hence why I'm coming to you.
Why do you need us if we're already doing this for Illyra?
You're still doing it for Illyra despite her not being here to reward you.
I mean, Shay's pretty easy with the purse.
Well,
We live in
I
this city
suppose
too.
I suppose if you think that you have sufficient power to complete this act and you wish to do so out of the goodness of your hearts, well, I suppose my coming here was a waste of time.
I don't know, man. You seem like a good businessman. You know, you make a deal with someone. They obviously want something back. So, what do you want from us? Why us?
Because you have been successful where no one else has.
It's interesting. Why haven't you been successful at this?
You
Ooh.
slew the Duchess of Darkness.
We did. Did you want that to happen?
It was unexpected, but welcome. I want you to destroy the Night Masks, and I want to help you do so.
Why haven't you done that? You want it done. I mean, we're nobody, right? So how come
You're
you don't
not
do it?
nobody. You're the heroes of, what's that town called? And then you hear a voice say, Reddenseer. And he says, Reddenseer, the heroes of Reddenseer.
Where we drank and then ran off? I mean,
Does not-
you're trying to flatter us, my guy, but you came in here acting like we were rebellious children, and now you're
Does
telling
not
us you
the
need us.
heroes of Westgate sound better?
I've heard better.
How
If that's
about
what you're offering?
the heroes of Faerun?
Look, I don't mind the idea of taking out the night masks with the support of a powerful patron.
That is what I'm offering.
I'm just asking why you haven't done it yourself. I think we should know what
There
pitfalls are in
are-
front of us.
There are reasons.
Let's see. I feel like you're sending us into a trap. You haven't done a
And-
lot of things to make us feel trusting of you.
I cannot wield political power.
Why?
Up to the city, Lord Darden.
I'm terrible at it.
Do you want us to wield political power, but you're going to tell us what to do?
No. I want her to wield political power. He points at Artemisia.
And you're terrible at it, but you're going to tell her what to do.
Oh, no. No.
That's not how
Absolutely
this
not.
generally goes.
I have not given Artemisia small
Just-
thing.
You have to repeat that.
She's going to lean over to Artemisia and be like, do you have any interest in holding public
As a
office? Is this what you guys talk about?
It's
Very quietly.
it's the world in which we met, my stepmother's world.
I think right now Cecilia is very suspicious because why wouldn't she be at this point? She's already a suspicious person, and Lilten has done plenty to make her more suspicious. So if you become Cromark of Westgate for him, and what, like, he's just going to be like, good job, Artemisia. That's who I think should be in charge. Believe in her. I'm really skeptical of that. I don't know. How are you guys feeling at this reveal? Oh, we lost Eric. Oh dear.
It's
try and
really
fix
scrambled. It's really scrambled.
Yeah.
Here he comes. But you know, while he's coming back, how do you guys feel, Sturge and Artemisia? What's going on in your head?
Zoom crash.
Recovering you. Don't worry.
You're like a really hurt cyborg right now.
All
It's like the end of Terminator when he's like trying to say out his last words.
Well, when Lilten is back with us, Artemisia is
you're
going to.
filling space right now. What's in your head? That's what we're doing. We're filling space while Eric gets up.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying what she's planning to do. A window into her thoughts. Oh,
There you go.
let me see me again.
We can see you.
see.
They're a little sticky.
Whoa,
Okay.
tech gremlins.
Zoom crashed entirely. I don't know what happened. It just died.
Weird.
It happens.
Okay.
Okay. So Lilten has said Artemisia needs to take political power. But he's like, oh, I'm not going to tell her what to do. And
Wilson
Artemisia's
said,
going to say,
okay. Wilson says, I believe in heroes.
Uh-huh. I don't
Skeptical is so
believe
skeptical faces.
in you believing in heroes. Look,
Okay.
Lilten, so I'm not stupid. All right, whatever you
course.
may think.
No, I
having
do not think
manipulated
you are
me.
stupid.
I know how this goes. You tell me how to vote, and that is how you accomplish what you want accomplished in this town, given that your reputation won't allow you to take the political power yourself.
Artemisia,
And
have I ever told you what to do? Except for one small thing.
like, all the time.
For example, I have protected you, and I have worked behind the scenes to enhance your reputation and your holdings, and I am sending my workers to rebuild the manor for you.
out of the goodness of your heart.
I'm
Pinch
sorry.
Your arm. He is
It's-
gaslighting you.
I
sorry, but-
have no goodness in my heart. Artemisia.
Exactly. And so we need to be clear on our terms, and our terms are clearly that you want to be the power behind me. And I have not said no to this, but I want it to be perfectly clear that if we are going to enter into this, there will be a time when this deal ends. And I'm only entering into this deal so that we may disentangle ourselves properly.
That's
Very well. If that is the way you wish to approach it.
I have a few follow-up questions before you sign anything.
May I interject?
Lawyer up. Mhm.
I still haven't heard why you haven't taken the night masks out yourself, and I
See, that
wonder.
was my follow-up question.
I wonder if it has something to do with an agreement you already have with the Night King, which you cannot break because of your nature.
I have a long relationship with the Night King, but I do not have an agreement with him exactly. It's more of an unspoken gentleman's agreement, I suppose.
What exactly is that?
Well, I don't kill him, and he doesn't kill me.
Okay. Does he want to kill you? Do you want
Oh,
to kill
yes.
him? Because you could say that
Probably.
Sturge and I have the same agreement.
Do
Theoretically.
you?
I mean, I don't kill him. He doesn't kill me. How is it different? That's what I'm asking. clarity.
Well, I could go into my history with the Night King if you really wanted to. Here, it would be a bit embarrassing, you know. I did kill him once, and I don't feel the need to do it again.
Mm.
So, Artemisia,
Wait, I have another
I
question.
have no intention of manipulating you or forcing.
Lilten lies and lies and lies and lies and lies and lies and lies.
But to answer your question, Sturge, I believe in stories. I am a storyteller. I have told many stories for 10,000 years. And this story of heroes who rise from disparate walks of life to save a city from a great evil is a great story. And it is one that I look forward to telling in the time after you.
You're muted, Stephen.
The story of the golden elf who single-handedly slew the Night Mass is a terrible story. So tedious and short.
Urge do you have?
I would prefer you to be my heroes.
And so there is no pact. There is simply an agreement.
An unspoken agreement.
And you seem to have a facility with memory magic.
Oh, yes, you would have access to my boons and resources. Yes.
That could be attractive.
Sturge. I'm not going to say anything, but I'm going to give him a look.
I would
Question.
ask only one thing from you. Non-interference. Do not attack me. Do not seek to thwart me. That's all.
I feel like you shouldn't promise that ahead of time, bud. That's a big blanket promise. I have a question.
Of course you do.
Of course I do. You brought up our mother. Do you know
did.
about the Spear Witch?
She is a powerful and tempestuous force.
How do you feel about her?
I haven't had the pleasure.
How does she feel about you?
I don't think she knows me either.
Interesting. So,
I
you
only know
want?
about her in the context of the two of you, because I do my research.
So you want us to hero it up and get rid of the Night Mass and let
Save
Artemisia
Westgate. Become the
become
heroes of the
Crowmark.
land.
Okay.
Indeed. Oh, and yes, Artemisia should become the Crowmark.
Mhm. And
Just because that would be think of how
Oh,
and what you get out of this is
Wally.
Every time Lilten lies.
Yeah. Sorry.
I think if numerous of us mute,
am I back for me?
You were-
Should I say that?
yeah, we didn't get any of it.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
After Artemisia is the Crowmark.
Oh, I'm
That's
so
where
sorry,
it had-
viewers. You know, this is just one of those things and one of those nights.
A, B, C. Always be Crowmark. Oh.
Like,
try to
updates my internet.
if we all mute, it might help.
Oh God, Eric, I'm so sorry.
We
But...
lost him.
Okay.
Oh, I
So
don't like this plan.
yeah, I also don't want to say like out of character things, but do we know that he is immortal? Like he
Oh,
You
mentioned,
just
like
said 10,000 years.
He just did
yeah.
say
know
So
that
that's the
was
first
gonna-
time. That's the first time we've
But-
heard that, right?
To be
Artemisia.
fair,
No,
Oh,
the
your
sword
said
told
it.
us.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
He's a Fey demon prince.
Whoa. Okay.
Yeah, so this dude's like
Oof.
been around.
Okay.
Plus,
Hmm.
so
Okay. You back? You hear
Am I
us?
back?
You're back.
Yes, you're back.
Yay.
Welcome back.
Okay, so the deal as it stands is we do these things. Lilten gives us what? Assistance?
Support.
Clapping? What is that?
Financial
Information.
resources.
What information
Lilten?
do you have that we can't get? That's a good question.
And a bit of good luck.
Lilten.
I mean, we use his coach a lot, so.
And
Biggest mistake.
Lilten, your
I
blanket.
can remove his curse.
We're having
I think
troubles.
only one of us must speak at a time. If I may say one thing and then I will mute myself. I think if we all mute ourselves, it will maybe help. I don't know. Except for
suggest to take a break and then.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
Let's take a
Okay.
break.
Whoa,
and we'll try
that
and
came in
get to
super
the-
clear.
I'll try and get to the bottom of what's going on here. I'm so sorry, audience. I don't
Okay.
know why the internet is being a butt today, but hopefully we'll get it resolved. All right, so 10 minutes.
10 minutes? Okay.
Okay,
Sounds good.
see you then.
Hey, Eric's just loading up right now, so hopefully that will work out.
Do you want to remind everyone about
Welcome
the
back.
night,
Oh yeah, let's go ahead and
tomorrow?
do that. So welcome back. We're still having slight technical difficulties, but as it's working its kinks out, we will remind you. Next week, Eric will not be with us, so we are having a guest DM, Susan J. Morris, who is a longtime Forgotten Realms editor and author of some great D&D fiction for kids, is going to come and run us through her one-shot Thief's Night. It will be very exciting, and there is actually a lot of interactive stuff that goes along with it, so keep an eye out. But you guys will be able to work on solving the mystery alongside us. So it sounds like it's going to be really, really cool. And I'm excited for you guys to see Susan in action. And yes, that's all.
Solve a crime that needs solving.
That's right. See us
At a
at Westgate.
masquerade.
Yeah. Zoom. Eric.
Oh, Eric is
Yeah,
frozen.
but his
You look like you're
expression
gonna
is
murder us.
amazing.
Okay.
That expression is incredible.
Got you like-
That's great.
Oh, it froze again.
Yeah.
Woo.
Hmm.
I'm going to mute in case somehow it helps the bandwidth.
Why do you think that would help? Out of curiosity, have you heard that before? It just.
Meanwhile, on the ground, Rogar will attempt to cast. Rogar is going to cast Dispel Magic on Stong to try and get rid of the.
I'm going to close roll 22 just in case.
Of course, I guess we need Eric to tell us whether he succeeds or not. I was trying to think of something we could do on the. Or I could cast Freedom of Movement on him, actually.
Oh,
and I
freedom of
think
movement. Ooh, there you go.
That should.
Oh, here's
Take care of
a
it.
message. We got a message in chat. Zoom
Talk
chat.
amongst ourselves.
talk amongst ourselves. So
I see.
yeah, I'll reach down and I'll cast Freedom of Movement on. I'll touch Stong and I'll say, "Be free, my friend. Be free."
Okay. Well, Stong feels his muscles loosen, but he's still in the embrace of the raging sorrow. And in the meantime, I think when he's stunned, his invisibility breaks, so everybody can definitely see him again. I think Stong would turn to Rogar and say, "Shoot." I think Stong would still honestly be mad at Lilten, so maybe you should skip Stong for now. Because I can't. I don't want to do something like jump up on the Earth mode and fight him or something.
You can't. We're too high up now. You can't jump that high. Like
But you
he
can
may
shout
go
things.
up.
You can shout
mean-
up at
Stong could polymorph and fly up there and continue,
Oh,
but I don't think that is the right choice right now without the DM.
He should
is fair.
call his speed. He could call
mean,
his speed.
It's
Here's
true.
the question.
Take 10
like,
minutes.
What is? So you don't know Lilton's offer, I guess, down on the ground, Rogar and Stong.
No.
So there's no taking your temperature on this.
I mean,
Thing.
no. I can
I mean,
share.
I think it's
can
pretty
tell you
obvious how
what I
Cecilia
think.
feels about this plan.
I mean, I
Well-
guess the thing that makes sense right now is maybe Lilten gives us some time and he's like
Yeah.
tells us that you can consult with your friends. So maybe you
Yes.
shout down at us or something.
Or just say, you know what? Let's talk in 3 days or something. Get him out of here.
All right,
Yeah.
we've all voted, right?
Yeah.
Get him out of here.
Apparently, he's only listening to you.
That's
And
not
every
a bad
time
idea.
I open my mouth, he just keeps talking more and trying to act like he's the boss of me or something. And it's really annoying. So as much as I'm like, I am definitely here for like finding the cracks in the plan and the things we could maybe grab back for ourselves. But at the end of the day, get him out of here because you're the only person he's listening to, Artemisia. This is the conversation we're apparently having with significant glances.
Yeah, sister telepathy.
Sister telepathy.
Well, Artemisia at least is going to say, we must speak, all of us together, and I want some kind of a guarantee of privacy. And I'm sure that he will say that he's going to give it to us, and maybe he will, and probably he won't.
So at some point, Lilton's gonna have to leave, right? And maybe we just
Hopefully
say like that. Okay, Lilton leaves, and we can have a conversation, and then we can flash back to how the end of it goes when Eric gets here. Does that work? Do we feel good about that?
Aye.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay, we're gonna send the NPCs to
And
corner.
Sebastian wanders out, kind of sleepy-eyed, going, "What's going on?"
Poor Sebastian.
Oh, Sebastian.
you guys, for real.
he's been with us the whole time.
He's just been sitting in the guest room going, what are they doing out
I
there?
hear some fighting,
The son
shouting.
of Sebastian.
Okay,
So
so
the dimensional shackles just chain his hands together, or is he chained to the bed?
don't well, we
know.
could have looped it through the bed.
Well, you did it. What did you do?
No, it's pretty much through a headboard or something. So
Okay, so he can't
he's
get
dead.
out. So he's just sitting
Yeah.
there going like, what the
Better have
hell?
left him the chamber pot.
How?
so he's gonna manipulate it with his legs.
I'm sure he knows prestidigitation.
Doesn't that just fling it against the wall, though?
Speaking of the kind of lore we were discussing earlier in the day.
yeah.
Oh.
So just take a temperature check.
Mhm.
How many of us? What do we think about his deal? And what do we think we can? Do you think we get more out of it?
Well, we were
Well,
going to
so-
take out the Night King anyway. So
Artemisia thinks that Cecilia shouldn't enter into a deal with him, and
No.
so Artemisia should do it alone, and then Sturge can do a separate thing. But so she's going to try to suggest that rather than doing the heroes thing, you guys stay out of it, and that she'll do the Cromark thing, and so it'll just be between Lilten and her.
Hello.
Hey.
I'm in
Oh.
an entirely different place.
Oh, that looks much better. You're
Yes.
very
Polly's
smooth
good.
now. Yeah.
Well, now I'm plugged into the one time per session fucking router directly.
Yeah, that's your one. Yeah,
I
that's
think
your
you
one.
earned it. I think
So-
Yeah,
earned
you
it.
do. Yeah, absolutely.
Where were we? You were
We
talking
flashed
with
forward
Lilten.
to where Lilton leaves and we talk about it a little bit, but we can jump back to where
Yeah,
we
Now,
were.
you
Now
see,
we jump
you were
back to-
supposed to say we flash forward to where we defeated Lilton.
Oh,
Artemisia
darn.
is standing on him
No,
with like her
because-
stiletto heel on his face.
See, but we know you. You'd be like, and then the dream dissolves and you're 6th level now.
Okay. Well, I want to go back to what Lilton was saying about why Artemisia should seize power in the city. And I think that got mangled. I don't know if
Yeah, I
anybody
don't think we
heard it.
ever heard
It
why.
did. But I do want to say
No.
really quickly, though, Rogar is grateful for the Vorpal Warhammer. He didn't even know that was a thing. So thank you to Lilton for that.
That's right. But it's only like the bladed end that does D4 damage. So I hope you're happy. D4 Vorpal. All right.
Right.
No, Lilton, this is what Lilton was going to say about seizing political power. He was going to say, Artemisia should become Cromark, of course, because wouldn't that be hilarious? Strike a blow against
Whoa.
the landed merchants of Westgate. Smash the patriarchy.
Really, you have a dizzying intellect.
I just like
Lilton.
stories, Cecilia.
Okay.
So I think that this deal and the heroes and whatever doesn't need to involve anybody but me and Sturge if he wants to get into that, because we have a previous relationship, and I would like to see that have closure, I guess one could say. And so we are in need of resources, in fact. So I will pursue political power if that is the price for these resources, but I don't wish to see that my sister or anybody else needs to be involved in this.
I think we're naturally involved, and so maybe we should have a group conversation about this.
I think they are naturally involved, and you should have a group conversation about this.
I also think you need to tell us again what he was going to offer, because you garbled up and all I heard was luck.
Yeah, true.
Sources.
So if you want us to evaluate this
Information
fairly,
and luck.
The viewers
Information
want
and
you to
luck.
give us
Vague
plus
and
3
vague.
weapons. No lie.
No.
Sorry, viewers.
should we start with information about this? She's going to put her sleeve up.
Oh,
yeah.
yes. That was you, wasn't it?
What is this thing?
That would appear to be a scar left in place of my mark. You had my mark removed. Fascinating.
Well, when people put things on me that I don't want,
Sturge, you're muted.
I take them off.
Very well.
That Mirabelle was yours.
What?
Well,
Not
he-
exactly.
reached out
Not
of
exactly.
the same portal Mirabelle came out of.
Stong's not there. Just
I feel like
FYI.
this theory should have been floated by the group before you decided to bust it out with Lilten, but done is
The
done.
creature you refer to as Mirabelle and I had some business.
What's your relationship?
Okay.
My relationship with
Mirabelle.
Mirabelle.
What's your relationship to
What an
her?
adorable name you have chosen.
Yes.
Oh, our business was concluded. She values her privacy.
Weird.
I am 10,000 years old.
Yeah, you mentioned.
Things do change over that time.
DM, quick thing.
Hmm.
So I know when we originally did the episode where Cecilia went away to the Feywild, she did have Piranha watch you rip off the hand mark, but I just realized we've been playing that the hand mark is still there. Do you want to
thought
push it
we'd been
back?
playing. I thought we'd been playing that there was a scar shaped like the hand mark.
I just thought the hand mark was a scar.
All right. Well, I mean,
Well, that's the question. What do you want to do?
Golden
What
Because
would
I've
you
been
prefer?
assuming it's still there.
What would you prefer?
I mean, I don't know. What's more interesting is one question, but also I really feel like if this turns into Lilten is controlling Cecilia, I am not going to have a good time.
It's
I don't
not.
want that
It
to be
wouldn't
that.
be that. That mark doesn't allow control.
I mean, have it. It seems
Not
like
like the other mark.
having
Yeah.
a scar in the shape of the mark makes sense.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like
Okay.
you don't have the
I
mark
think,
anymore.
I think
but
that's perfectly reasonable.
I believe that we are. This is a bit of a retcon though, because I did show it like Ilora and I showed each other marks
Okay.
that looked the same, so that's fine.
Hmm.
We can do that.
Sure.
I just want to make it clear in case people were like, "Wait, I thought it was a golden handprint. How is that a scar?" So okay, it's a scar now.
Continuity is flexible. Okay. No. All right. Yes. Well, I think the scar in the shape of the hand is reasonable.
All right. Cool. Got an
It
ugly
says,
hand.
you must have a very powerful patron indeed to have removed that mark.
Oh, you know it.
I do. And I have no interest in making war upon you or your patron, Cecilia. I do not think we will ever be
already
friends, but
used
we
the
don't have to be
F-bomb.
enemies.
So it can't be like F around and find out, buddy.
But when he says patron, does Sturge know about I can't. Oh, that.
Yeah, Sturgeon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
Sturgeon's in.
Sturgeon's
on the
in, though.
secret.
Well, this has gone
and
better than I expected based on our first interaction down there.
And Artemisia, Seldarine in the chat suggested Artemisia bargain also to get Briar House back.
Oh, that's true.
Stong, go ahead and make another concentration saving throw, please.
Constitution?
Yep.
Okay.
That's what I meant.
Oh, while you were detached, I cast freedom of movement on him.
Roll a
Okay.
20.
Does that mean you got a 20?
I just rolled a 20 for my Constitution save.
The stun effect ends.
She's already using sorrow now.
Oh.
And yeah,
You should
she
tell her
is-
you're seeing someone else, and she's way prettier.
She's standing
No,
there
Stog
and
would not do that to the Raging Sorrow. She hasn't really done anything, you know.
Sorrow
She grappled you.
Sorrow is standing there growling at Sarshan.
I mean, if Stong gets a chance to go, I mean, he's still gonna go.
Well, it's the end of your turn that the save would happen, so we'll get back to it in a second.
Sounds good.
Okay. I'll just put us back in initiative order. Artemisia, your turn.
I think that we need to, if it clearly my sister and the others want to be part of this, so that we need to discuss without you here,
Of course.
and not watching.
Of
We need
course.
privacy. And
You heard that, did you, Fane? Yes, I did.
no extra more people around here.
Wilton says, of course. I'll just tell the approaching merchant council to delay.
What?
Oh, sorry. We were just fighting so quickly, I didn't have the chance to bring it up. I have arranged for an event. You don't have to give a speech if you don't want to.
I have no clothes.
That's not a problem.
Of course, that would be her.
Darling, I mentioned resources, did I not?
Well, what? Why don't you just bring Briarhouse back while you're about it?
Is that what you want?
Yes.
Done. Anything else?
You
I don't know if I'd stay in that house.
I mean, if he's asking, he should see.
How's this? I shall give each of you a boon. Artemisia, your boon shall be that I shall return Briarhouse to you.
that is, yes, I agree to that.
Very well. Sturge, your boon is that I shall remove your curse from you.
My memory block, brain damage.
Exactly.
Yes. Thank you.
Cecilia, you probably don't want anything from me, but if you think of something, please let me know.
Mm-hmm. I'm just thinking, like, today I had a plumber come to give me a free estimate that ended up costing me $165. I think you guys should make sure these boons don't come with a bill.
Yeah,
Wow.
totally.
It did suck. It
Your-
really did.
Your
Someone's getting a Mean Angie's List rating.
Yeah.
No.
That's, you don't mess with a writer. Post on Andy
Well, I mean, Lilten is asking you to become the heroes of Westgate and destroy the Night Mass. It's a very small thing to ask.
Especially since we were already going to do that, more or
So
less.
the other
Once
thing,
you have-
does he believe that we have agreed here? Because we said we want to talk. So if he's handing out presents because he thinks we're already in the deal, that would be good to know.
He doesn't. He says
Okay.
that this is what's on the table. This is
Okay.
what I will give you if you accept.
Ah,
And he says, and of course, the agreement is that you will not interfere with me until the task is done. Once you have destroyed the Night Mass, you are free to come at me if you like.
And do I have to? And she's like, it's weird for her to say this. Become Cromark before the deal is done, or is that?
Oh, that is entirely your own ambition, but I highly encourage it.
Okay.
And
You
you
should
know,
make time in your schedule for merchant council meetings, by the way. You are, after all, the lady of Dark Dance Manor.
Whoa. Where is Mirren coming back?
How would I know?
But she might have something to say about that.
Unlikely.
why is that?
No, she never really liked the responsibility, as it were.
Do you think that she and Elora have gone off on a
Oh,
elopement or something?
That is something I am searching for with great interest.
Well,
But in the meantime, I need someone to destroy the Night Mass. Situation has
Can
gone
we-
too far.
Can we go back to why you can't do that? Because you just showed you are way more powerful than all of us combined. Why are we going to do that when you can't do that?
because it's a boring story. He likes heroes.
That's
He
really
likes
it?
Stories.
That is the most. Okay, never mind.
That
I'm not
is
getting
the
into it
only
with you.
thing that matters.
I'm not getting into
Cecilia.
it with you.
Story.
To be fair, if you'd lived 10,000 years, I guess you'd have some like weird things to keep
I
yourself
feel like
entertained
this
and life
story
interesting.
has some
as-
setup problems, but I'm not going to talk about it.
Yeah, yeah,
From a DM injection point, Lilten is utterly insane. And
What- what-
it could be very, very accurate that what he wants is the story.
And he wants us to tell it to him
I feel like-
right before he goes to bed, the night after we take out the night masks.
The writer in me wants to lecture Lilton about motivation, but okay.
All right. So, but we're going to go and discuss now, right? Privately.
Right?
Mm.
I shall delay the merchant council representative.
Thank you. And I need clothes.
That's part of the deal. No negotiating.
Well, he wants me to talk to the merchant council. I can't do it like this.
He
Maybe we
goes,
should go back to
"Ah,
Briar House and talk there.
you shall find whatever clothing you wish in the master suite.
Thank
Briar?
you. No,
Briar
here.
House shall take a bit longer to recover. I have spent a certain amount of my magic fending off your large friend.
Okay. We set?
Yes.
Yes, discuss by all means.
Bye.
Fane. And then Lilten hums another note. And then
Wait, can I
disappears into a flutter of butterflies.
be right in the last second? The last second before that happens,
Okay.
can Sturge just get Fane's attention with this hand and say, "It's been lovely," and with the other hand, sleight of hand that golden orb out of hers.
Ooh.
With a 20, I foresaw this.
That was like your Darth Vader voice.
Okay. Well,
Because
so
Sturge has a
Fane
plus
is looking over
10.
you, and then she's
Already sleight of hand.
starting to dissipate, and you whoop, grab that orb, and her face as she's disappearing goes
Oh.
disappears.
Well, we got
Huh.
one win.
Oh,
The Earth
You know-
mode starts slowly.
Payback.
back
Can
in.
we at least trigger the Earth mode?
Well, so
Okay.
uh,
Yeah.
Mirren told Artemisia the words before
Right,
when she was sitting.
exactly.
So
I mean,
Artemisia
when he
can-
said it, you said he could remember it. You said Sturge could remember it too, right?
Yeah. Mhm.
So you guys
You
both
made
know it.
note of it,
Make it
so
go
now
down.
all three of you know how to use it.
bring it down.
You don't necessarily know how to make it go down. You know how to make it go up, but Artemisia knows how to make it go down.
Yeah.
Because Marin showed her.
Thank you for
Oh.
doing that, Artemisia.
how do you do that? Just in case it becomes important.
She's going to say it like carefully and like
It's
loudly.
another Netherese word.
Okay,
Yeah.
great.
All right, so the Earth mode sinks back down.
And did Lilton said he wasn't going to listen in on us anymore. But as we come down, I'm going to be like, does anybody have magic to make it impossible to listen in on us? Your tiny hut do that? Song?
I
Don't have tiny hut.
What happened to it?
I had a scroll of it, but I gave it to Kalith a long time ago, and then
Oh.
Kalith flew away.
You cast it in Briar House. I just watched that one again.
Down
Oh,
here
I
at the
did. That's
bottom-
right.
down here at the bottom, Sorrow is kind of standing off with Stong and Sarshan.
Hey,
Oh,
lady, your
she's here.
boss is gone.
Sorrow, why aren't you still
Oh.
here?
They teleported away, didn't they? So dramatic.
You got about 3
That's
seconds to
well
get
done.
out of here before we mess
Go ahead and make an intimidation check.
you up.
She's got a blessing. She can add a blessing roll.
It's a
sure.
19.
Oh my gosh.
I can add the blessing roll.
Sorrow's like, And she looks at you with a certain amount of respect, and then she
Crackle.
storms out.
That's a really weak storm. She's got a weak storm. She should have to roll for that storm.
I guess Stong would call after her and just say like, hey, no hard feelings, but watch out for Lilten.
Oh, and Sturge is gonna call out in Stong's voice. Oh, and there's some toilet paper on your shoe.
Hey, Sturge.
She looks back. She
Petty,
makes
petty,
a
petty.
rude gesture toward Sturge.
His new girlfriend can kick your ass.
Maybe girlfriend.
She
We
bares
don't
her
know.
teeth, and then she heads out,
We don't know.
and leaving you alone in the chamber. Sarshan comes over to you as you're coming down on the earth moat. He comes over to Cecilia. He says, "Are you all right? What happened?"
Are you all right? You fell out of the ice lands.
Oh yes, absolutely.
We have a very big problem.
He sent me somewhere in the hells, I think, but
Oh,
it was
goody.
frozen. Is that a thing that happens in the hells? There were a lot of devils.
I don't know that Cecilia knows it, but that's the worst layers.
Yeah.
I guess it could be whoever Mephistopheles is.
He looks you over
Kenia.
for wounds.
No.
He says, did he set some sort of spell on you?
No, listen, Lilten is Liltening it up.
What does that mean?
It means he's the worst. And I'm so angry right
Ah.
now. I could just. Okay, we need to have a group meeting. And it would be really nice if we could do that in a way that made sure that Lilten wasn't going to eavesdrop on us again. Is that possible? Can anybody manage that? Or are we just going to have to throw caution to the wind?
You could banish us all to that other dimension, Sarshan says.
Unfortunately, I can only banish 2 people at a time. But I love your
Do it like 2 by 2.
here. Yeah, just like every
No.
time Cecilia has to explain it to one person.
I wonder.
Ren
All it
says,
would all it would take is a lead-lined room. I wonder if
Wait, what?
yes, lead it blocks
Science.
Um,
Magical
Is that
Faraday
canon?
cage.
I
Need a
wouldn't-
Faraday cage.
I wouldn't be surprised if Mirren has such a thing. I wonder if her butler knows.
you mean such as her spellcasting chamber? Ruin says.
Yes.
Yes.
Possibly.
That's up at the top of the tower.
Oh, I'd like to see
Everybody
the top
on the magic
tower.
elevator.
Mm.
That
That
where
might
she's
be-
at, where the air remote goes.
It's actually stairs. Oh, unless you want to ride the earth moat, which would be an interesting way to get there.
I mean, if it's an interesting way in the way that means it doesn't actually go there, then I will take the stairs.
Oh, you
Song.
can
Okay.
indeed take the earth
Oh
moat
my goodness.
I'm
Sturge.
sick with it.
Let's just go up the stairs.
there. All right.
I was gonna say,
All
are these
right.
proper size stairs, or are they like, stairs made for people not properly sized?
They're
Right.
made for people not properly sized.
All right.
Yeah, let's go up on the earth mode.
DM question.
Jump up the
Yeah.
stairs.
Does Artemisia also remember that Lilten wanted her to replace Mirren?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
you shared that
do.
with any of us?
Well, she didn't remember until now, but as
fair.
yeah,
That is what he was referring to when he said the one time he asked you to do something.
okay. So Artemisia is gonna, like, as we go towards the tower, she's gonna follow Cecilia up the stairs, and she's gonna, like, kind of go into the doorway and then, like, kind of catch herself, and then, like, be like, oh, Slurn it, that's why. And then she's gonna like go up. So you can ask her about that if you want.
What was this? Did we get up there before the Earth mount? Or are we all there now?
I'm trying to move you in roll 20, but my mouse is not really cooperating.
Oh, I closed it and then thinking that might help internet.
It's fine. Those of you taking the Earth mode travels at a calm, relaxed speed. Those of you storming
Little
up
light
the stairs
music.
get there first.
Okay, what was that? No more secrets.
I didn't remember. I just remembered.
That's fair. I'm just really angry at him right now.
He told me to replace Mirren. That's why I wanted to come here, and that's why I don't know if I can stay in. I took over her bed. I can't. She'll be so angry.
She is not going to be angry at you. Mirren is nice, and Lilten is a horror show, and she knows he's a horror show. So we're just going to survive this.
Well, I'll move out of her room.
Okay, there's no reason to do that because there's only so many rooms. And where else are we going to stay? I'm not going to stay in Briar House when your boyfriend's got his cooties all over it and put who knows what kind of spells on it.
Well, and there was something haunting it when we left.
Well, and Bo's haunting it.
Yeah,
well,
I'm
but
also
there was
very
something else,
uncomfortable with
wasn't
Bo
there?
and
Like-
the illusionist that we don't know anything. Bo's.
Right.
I've been meaning to tell you this, but this thing with Bo, it makes me very concerned because you told him you weren't interested, and then he was kind of like being kind of creepy, honestly. Maybe we should go in the astral dreadnought, I'm just saying.
But no, it's he stayed. I owe him something because he died because
He could have gone on to a better place. I'm just saying.
Well, we don't even know if he's gonna be able to bring Briarhouse back. I mean, he said he could, but he
That is
didn't say how
very good
long
point.
it would
I
take.
completely believe in Lilten being like, yeah, baby, just 2 more days. Ooh, the guy's late. It's gonna take another week. Ooh, as soon as you're Cromark, I'll bring back Briarhouse. I really want to bring it back, but they won't let me.
I'm sorry, that scroll hasn't shipped yet, but they're elevating it.
It's the spell revenue service. I can't help it. Are they back yet? Are you guys up here? Or are we gonna yell at Lilten
Yeah,
about Lilten
the
now?
Earth mode arrives. You're all there, clustered at the top of the tower. So this room at the very top of Mirren's tower, some 60 feet above the ground, has an eldritch symbol drawn in the middle of the floor. It looks like a wavy scroll, or maybe like a fire, and then it has numerous runes, 7 to be precise, set around it in a kind of a circle. And then there are several crystals that shine with an inner radiance clustered around the room. When you come closer to them, the light grows brighter, and if you extend your hand toward one, it'll be like little arcs of lightning that come from the crystal to your skin,
I want
to
to try
the
that.
tips of your fingers.
Does it make your hair stand?
A little bit, yeah. Not Artemisia. Artemisia, it feels very comfortable to you. Rogar, your hair is all standing up. Your beard is standing up.
Yeah. It looks like a tumbleweed.
Great.
Ruin kind of like smooths Rogar's beard, just unconsciously.
I think Stong is standing off to the side, like he is kind of there, but you could tell that he is thinking about something else, and he sort of has like this dark expression in his eyes.
Sturge is going to go over to Stong. Stong, you gave it your best shot. I'm sorry I couldn't help you.
You know, I think this is the first time in my life where my strength has failed me. And if I'm not strong enough to protect the people I care about, what am I good for? I
Well,
think
Bell strapped to his chest is like, reaching up toward his face.
He takes like Mirabelle's hands and he says, Sturge,
Sorry.
I think I need more power. I think I need to get stronger. Somehow. Anyhow.
Well, just so happens that we're all figuring out different boons that we're going to ask of our temporary patron. One of
Well,
the
I don't
things
like that plan.
you might ask of him is some sort of boost.
I want nothing from him.
Nothing comes of nothing.
I'm going to let me think about this. I will consult the old songs and I will see if there's something else I could do. If there's another path for me.
Well, I wish to point something out. Your strength is really no longer your greatest strength. It hasn't been for some time. Your magic is your greatest strength. You've been in a kind of mental rut that keeps you thinking that you're the old Stong, but you're a new Stong. The things you can do with magic are mighty. Things I can't do. I think you need to reset your self-image. Muscles are nice, but magic is mighty.
I think your words, there's some wisdom and some truth there. I will think upon how I can increase my magical abilities so that next time this won't happen again.
Stong, I have to tell you, I will make a bargain for my own self, for my own purposes with Lilten.
Stong looks at Sturge and his expression is unreadable. But at the end he says, well, I think I will always consider you to be my friend, and I will trust you, and that you know what you're doing.
Thank you. You know me, I pick up curses and discard them like, I don't know, other people discard underwear.
Oh my god.
I was like, what does that mean?
Yeah.
Can we get to the matter
Stong
at
just
hand?
nods.
I mean, I discard underwear. I never wear a pair more than once,
my
even
God.
washed. Always new.
I mean, we've noticed, but we haven't talked about it. We don't want to make it a big deal.
All too polite to say anything.
Sturge puts his hand on Stong's gigantic shoulder muscle and just gives it a squeeze and says, "Thank you, Stong. I knew you would trust me. Let's go see what's in this circle. Bet you there's some magic. Maybe
That's not why we're here.
Oh, no. I bet there's important things we need to talk about over here. Let's go. Important talking.
Okay. Presumably, we have all heard Lilton's offer in real life, and so we can just say we reiterate it, right?
Yeah, you talk about it.
Cool.
Get down to get across the basic concepts.
And Artemisia is going to try again to say that it doesn't have to be everybody. Everybody can make their own decision.
Here's the problem with this. We cannot trust this man. Nothing he has done has said we can trust him. So why are we even thinking of making a deal with him? I did not leave Rashomon for some jackass with a fake face, some other jackass with a fake face to tell me what to do, to threaten me and force me to do things he wants me to do because he likes the story. I don't think Sturge, I don't think you like a bully. I think you're the only person I know who likes a bully less than me. Stong, I don't think you left the swamps of Cormyr to go make friends with the world so that some guy can push you around. Artemisia, you came out here to be an adventurer and do better than this. And Rogar, I know Sharindlar is not down with this garbage.
I must say, Cecilia, first of all, that was a lovely speech. I think
Thank
it was very well thought.
Sargent says, I agree.
But I don't feel bullied. I feel like there's a opportunity. I've spent my adult life, well, the last 5 years here in Westgate, trying to find someone who could remove the
5 years.
5 years. Has it been 5 years?
Has he been messing with your memory again?
It might have been like 4 years because
I
there
don't think
was
so.
that period, that gap.
Was the gap only 1 year?
I don't know. It was a while.
In
Lilten.
Okay.
Sturge's backstory, I think he's well, who cares? Whatever.
I don't know if you got him in, if you lost your memories in Lork. I thought that was like a year and however long we've been adventuring at this point. But
So-
I could be wrong.
So I see an opportunity. I've been searching. I have spoken to Mirren, the most powerful person I knew. Ilura, second most powerful person. I talked to a Aelnorn grandmother. None of these people could help me.
So, Sturge, here's my question. If
Cheverash
people-
couldn't help me. Cheverash, the god.
If a god can't help you, why do you think Lilten can?
Because Cheverash told me he could,
Oh my
and
god.
I believe him.
Okay, so Sturge, that's all very well for you, and I respect your making that choice, but it should still be each person to their own, because not all of us are in your situation. You are walking up to Lilten, and you can come into that on terms that you choose, and it doesn't matter if he's done anything to me or not. But I'm in a different situation, and I don't see a way out of it except this way, and I don't want any of the others of you to come into this except Sturge, if that's what you want.
Why do you think you get to decide? He's gonna do what he wants to do. He showed up here and he told us, you're gonna listen or I'm gonna make Raging Sorrow chop your face off. You don't get to say, no, I don't want to hear your deal. He didn't let you. Why do you think all of a sudden, like, he's gonna say, oh, it's okay if you guys say no? And he's not gonna turn around and find another way to make us do what he wants.
Which is why
You are not going to be able to control what he does to the rest of us.
Look, I don't think he cares about the rest of us. I think he wants Artemisia to be Cromark. He wants us to take out the Nightmare. And frankly, we do need some help to do that if we're going to do it.
And we need the money.
Yes,
But
we
can't eat. I mean, we're getting to the point. I mean, and the owner of Briar House, I mean, we were renting it, and they're going to want money for it at some point. So we need his resources just to eat, is what I'm saying. And
I think there are other ways to make money, if that's it.
It's only for as long as it takes us to take out the Nightmare. Then we're done.
Here's what I'm asking, right? Like, okay, night masks, I agree with you guys. They're not great. Why are they better than Lilten? Why are they the ones we're going to take out first? They don't mess with us. Unless we stumble into their thing, they don't bother us. Except Twilight Night, and we took him out. He's been changing all of our memories. Why do you act like that doesn't matter? But it does matter when other people change your memories. There's a consistency problem here.
Let Rogar talk. Poor Rogar.
Are you going to cast calm emotions on all of us right
No.
now?
I mean,
So, I mean, my first thought is that Abathor, the god of greed, he does not tempt you by like threatening you. He tempts you like, with pretty shiny things. And so, evil comes with the pretty faces, is I would say. But I am thinking of well, first of all, first and foremost, I am worried about Calith. Second most, I am worried about Mirren and Ilra, mostly Mirren, because Mirren's always been good to us and helped us. And last we saw, she was in this horrible battle with the Night King, and then she's disappeared with Ilra. And I think that solving that problem might help us with the Lilten problem, because clearly Ilra knows something about Lilten and they have power and knowledge. And also, I'm very disturbed by this assumption that Lilten seems to have that, Artemisia can just take Mirren's place. What does that say? Does he actually think that Mirren is not coming back? Like, I don't like that at all.
Mm-mm.
So I think I hear what I want Sturridge to get his memories back. I do want you to get this curse lifted. I just think perhaps, and I certainly think that we have come in conflict with the Night Masks plenty as is. So I think that maybe we can kind of go along and not explicitly take his deal or pretend to take his deal, but
There's no pretending with this stuff, Rogar.
well, then not take his deal. Say, our goals are our goals, and I say that we build our strength to the point where we can demand from him that he help lift your curse, Sturge, and that that he leave Artemisia alone.
What if we could find someone else that got rid of your curse?
Well, I've been trying. I just talked to a god who can't do it. I'm kind of giving up on that.
I mean, I feel like there might be a little bit of limiting based on somebody controlling the world, possibly. But
Look, what if we said this to Lilten? You help us find, we'll make a trade. You help us find Mirren and Illyra and make sure they're safe. And then we'll help you with the Night Mask problem. That's an
he said
even
he can't find them, though.
Well, but that's what we do first. We put all of our brains on that first. Honestly, I think it's because he knows exactly where they are, is keeping them someplace.
There's no effing telling. He is a constant liar.
So
Yeah.
that she can
This is
then
what I think.
put Artemisia in place. But I don't really, it's all, as long as they're safe and we can verify they're safe, then we'll make that trade. But if that's important to us, and it is,
I think
patron,
we are signing our own death warrants, trying to outsmart Lilten. I think he spent the whole visit making that very clear. That whatever we think we're going to do, he's going to beat us at it. So we're not the
Agreed.
ones. I think we get his enemies. I think we go find the Night King and we make a deal. I think we go find the Spear Witch and we make a deal.
My God, you want to work with the Night King?
You want to work with Lilten?
Lilten hasn't murdered any of our friends. The
That
Night
you
King
know
has.
of?
Oh, I know.
No.
I
Remember,
don't have any other missing friends. I know
Okay.
what happened to any missing friends, and it was the Night King. Lilten hasn't done anything except rebuild Mirren's place, and what? He's fucked up some memories. Okay, but I don't see it.
Before you said that was the thing that made you the angriest, you were supposed to help me with this Sturge because this was a big deal to you too.
He can fuck up memories. He can fix memories. I need somebody who can fix memories.
I feel like Cecilia can't have this
yeah.
conversation forever, and she may have to leave. She may have to go like
I'm
upstairs
done.
and cool
I'm
off.
done.
I think
No, I just
Stong.
mean like right now. I feel like she's just gonna keep making the same points over and over again. And if that's what we're gonna do, that's probably like running out of steam. So
I think at this point, Sargent picks up on Cecilia like, I can't handle this anymore.
I'm gonna murder someone.
And he like
Yeah.
touches her on the arm, and he's like, "Would you like my help?"
I don't actually know what you think you're gonna do right here, but I'm gonna go downstairs and cool down. And if you want to do something, then that's great. Thank you very much.
Should I come with you?
Maybe.
I will come with you.
Yeah, go with her, Sargent.
Don't use the Earth mode. It's not very dramatic. It's very slow.
Slow and
It's
relaxing.
impossible to storm
She's
out.
already down the stairs, bud.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
And the Earth Moat music is the worst.
And I think that Cecilia is also going to have a realization as she's going down the stairs, which is that while she would love to just hit all these horrible people who keep trying to push them around against each other, because it's really exhausting not being able to affect your own destiny, it's really kind of what Cecilia's triggers.
Mhm.
There is someone that Lilten is concerned about that isn't trying to push them around, and that's Mirren. And Sebastian has an amulet that he says he got from Mirren.
That's
Mm.
right.
I would
Sebastian
like to
is
investigate
downstairs. He's kind of wandered out into the main room, and he's
He's
like,
chained to the bed,
"Where?"
though.
"Oh, that's right."
He's
You-
pulled the
you-
bed out by
right.
the chain.
So let's cut to the downstairs briefly. So Cecilia comes down the stairs, followed closely by Sarshan. Like he shows up a couple seconds later. And you hear this, hello? Hello?
And maybe this is what triggers the memory. And so Sitch is going to go, and just juke over there.
Aha! Sarshan follows.
Okay.
Yep. Sebastian is there, chained to his bed.
Amulet.
Oh, thank the gods. I was getting really, really thirsty, and I have to.
Amulet.
Oh, okay.
Where did you get
he
it?
Points to the amulet, which is. Did you take the amulet off him, or is it?
I didn't.
Okay, he's still wearing it. He says,
You said you got it from the wizard who controlled this tower.
Right.
When did you get it?
I don't remember, but it was maybe 10 days ago.
Where were you?
Here.
You came here?
Well, Lazar thought you might be in Westgate.
Okay, so he came here. He's saying he came here before we left? Before we got sent to the Astral Sea?
You're not sure. He's not sure.
Oh my god. Can we just have a clue that makes sense?
The manor was in ruins. There had been some sort of attack.
What does she look like?
She's somewhat shorter, about the same height as you. She has dark skin and blue hair and tattoos all over her.
That does sound like Mirren. Did you see it? Was she okay? Could you tell if she was someone else in disguise? Could you see the disguise on her, like a detect magic, whatever we call that in Russian?
I saw that she was powerful and had a great deal of magic about her. Yes.
She gave you the amulet. Did she talk to Lazar?
No, I was here by myself. Lazar had sent me, and he was doing something else.
Okay.
He said we needed these amulets.
Isn't helpful. She's getting really frustrated.
Wait, I think I'm sorry, my mind is I just don't remember everything. And then he tells you a date that is after you went to the Astral Sea and before you returned from the Astral Sea.
Interesting. That doesn't really help us pinpoint where Mirren is. It just creates more confusion. So Cecilia is frustrated. This plan did not go as well as she was hoping. But maybe
I do want to. Oh, sorry.
go get Rogar's what she's.
No, I was to say Rogar was going to. I don't know if he's still up in the tower and look around. He says, but I think I might be able to scry for her. And he's thinking about that, looking around the tower.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I don't think you would have heard that if you'd already gone downstairs. Or he might have said it
No,
when
but you
he
can
was...
also think of Mirren. I don't think it's a wild thing to come up with.
No, I was already saying that was my
that's true.
top
You're the one
priority.
that brought it up.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
She was saying something, but when Sebastian continues, when I spoke with her, she said she was busy with a number of books, researching spells, something about the catacombs under Westgate, something about the night masks. Sarshan says, yes, there are many catacombs.
why do you know that and I don't know that?
Probably run around in them.
There were many days when I was not curled up at your feet and exploring the city as a wolf.
Okay. I guess that's
Sebastian
entertaining.
says, you sleep curled up to her feet? And Sarshan says, yes.
Sergeant.
Everybody focus!
Yes, of course. And Sebastian says, yeah, I think if I saw that book again, I'd remember it.
Bit tight.
He shows you the chains. He says, can I at least... And Sarshan, picks up a jug, which was formerly his water jug, and just hands it to him, and then follows you out of the room.
Solved the problem.
It must be so irritating not being able to just relieve yourself wherever.
Oh, no, please not now.
Oh,
now.
not
This
that
is-
problem.
Okay.
Understood.
So
you can't do that either. That's not a thing.
So I mean, upstairs, if
Upstairs.
Rogar's talking about Mirren,
Mhm.
I think Stong would offer two things. One, if you need to know where to scry for her, he could try to send to her and then see if she like replies. And if that doesn't work, then the only thing he can offer is like he can turn into like a bloodhound and try to like scent track her. But I feel like magic tracking is much better than nose tracking, but who knows?
All right. You gonna try a scrying, a sending spell?
I mean, if Rogar, unless Rogar has a place he'd like to scry first.
No, I mean, so I think that it's you scry the person, and
Oh,
as
okay.
long as they're on the same plane, you basically suddenly like a thing manifests, like a little camera type eyeball. That,
Oh
like,
yeah, go for it.
Okay. It takes a while to cast that.
it does.
It's basically a ritual he's got to set up. It takes 10 minutes to cast it.
Okay.
So if you want to do anything beforehand, that's totally fine.
Sturge is going to cast a spell to a ritual identify, just so you know what's going on.
I see. Okay.
Duh.
Artemisia is gonna say, well, I agree that we should try to get out of this if we can. We might not be able to, but we should do everything we can to get out of it before Lilten wants an answer, because I'm sure he won't wait forever. But meanwhile, he said the Merchant Council was coming, and so she's going to go downstairs and like try to pull herself together to like deal with them.
He did say he was going to dissuade them.
No, that's
Didn't
true.
he?
Delay them.
Delay them. Yeah.
So they're still coming. I see.
Yeah. So while you guys do the ritual, she's going to go and see if she can find the clothes that he said were there and like put on her like social armor.
Well, you go downstairs, you find Eliver there, the dwarf seneschal.
Mhm.
And he doesn't say anything because you've never heard him speak. He comes over to Artemisia and he takes one of her hands between his hands and just kind of like soothingly puts a little pressure on your hand, and then gestures to the master suite.
And she's gonna say, I'm sorry, and I didn't mean, and
He shakes
so
his head,
okay.
and you get the sense that it's all right.
Thank goodness. She can use the reassurance. So she's gonna go to the master suite and go get.
Yep, sure enough, the
Pulled together.
closets there are just full of wondrous clothes of various colors and extremely vibrant and such.
Oh, if only she could enjoy this. Because she's been wearing these same clothes since the ballets. So
There's also the bath is full of warm water, steaming.
We probably all could use a bath at this point.
I mean, she
Not at the
should
same
put on these
time.
clothes when she's dirty. It's be very quick bath.
Okay. Artemisia puts herself together.
Yes.
Okay. All right, Rogar, you're setting up for your divination ritual that you're gonna do. Stong, are you doing anything in particular there?
I think I'll send to Ilora then instead of Mirren, just in case they're separated.
All right, what do you send?
Ilora, where are you? Are you safe? Are you with Mirren? If so, where? We are at Dark Dance Manor. Lilten propositioned us help.
You don't receive any response.
I tell Rogar and Sturge that.
You know, if she had an amulet of non-detection, she may have had more than one. She may be wearing one, which is why no one can reach her with divination. So indeed, your sniffing nose might be much better, although it's 2 weeks ago already.
Mirabelle goes, Daddy's nose. She
Thanks,
reaches up for
Mirabelle.
Song's nose.
You know what else? You know what else?
Do you
Sending is
lean down?
evocation, just FYI.
Do you lean down
Oh.
so that she can reach your nose?
Oh, absolutely. So like
goes,
What about the butler? No one's spoken to him. Maybe he knows where she is.
that is a good idea, Sturge.
Why don't you send to him? Or I can
I could
message.
also go downstairs and find him. I just walk downstairs.
But he can't speak.
It sounds so
You can-
pedestrian.
He can't
Write his answer.
Yeah.
Also, sending is you have to speak to do sending. Messages.
Yeah, I have plenty of paper and quill, so we can definitely use them.
I think that's a good idea.
Right, Stone goes downstairs.
They're just going to finish identifying the globe.
All right. So the crystal orb, the gold crystal orb, is well, I'll tell you the full details about it, but it has this powerful transmutation magic about it.
Darn.
And you're pretty sure that if you were to use it, you could cast Alter Self on yourself.
Oh, that's what she uses it for. I want to give it back to her. You know what? I feel bad.
And you could use it as an arcane focus.
Yeah, no, she wants this. I didn't mean to make a psychological wound. It was
I didn't mean to
Wow,
traumatize that
Sturge.
person.
Pain he cares about.
Wow.
this is different.
Who is
She-
this Sturge?
She hates herself and feels she needs to alter herself to be acceptable. And I am very sorry that she feels that way about herself. I like her better the way and she's unaltered, but I could see the way she was holding it, that now that I know what it is, that she's probably crushed and pissed, but
And she's gonna crush you.
In a
Maybe
far
so.
distant room,
Maybe
Fane is just going around just throwing furniture down, breaking dishes. Ah!
maybe I can send it back to her somehow. You see, the thing is, she keeps stealing things from me, and it seemed like payback was in order, but this is too much.
Okay. So, you feel like we're in a good place to stop?
Do we
'Cause
finish
it's a
the
little bit
scrying?
after 9. Yeah, you can you can do the scrying.
Have a little vinaigrette maybe at the end.
So let's
Stop it.
let's end on the scrying.
All right. So Rogar has borrowed a silver mirror from one of the rooms. He
Uh-huh.
has looked for and also searched like for bits of a lock of hair, maybe in a hairbrush or something like that, to enhance the spell.
Lock of blue hair. Okay.
Okay. And okay. So he lays it all out and he prays to Sharin-Lar, Dwarven goddess of life. Connect me, Sharin-Lar, one life to another. Let me see where Mirren is and what she is doing.
Okay. So what you see are a series of kind of blurry, fractured images.
Right?
You get the sense that your spell is encountering a great deal of resistance, but it manages to kind of weasel around the barriers in the way.
That's sure it.
You see a series of clearly night masks with their blades. Some of them are covered in blood. One of them like bursts apart as you're looking, and you're like, ah. And you see Kalen, as in Shadowbane there, covered in blood himself, and kind of like leaning against the wall, exhausted.
Oh, dude.
And he comes running up toward where you are, swinging the sword, and then a hand reaches out like this and just kind of blows him backward with a burst of magic.
Is it Mirren's hand?
Well, it is glowing with tattoos on it.
Oh.
And then the scrying sensor kind of pulls back, and you see a figure you are pretty sure is Mirren standing there with blue flames coming out of her hands. And she looks around at you, and her eyes are burning black pits of power. And then you're scrying, the mirror shatters, and your scrying ends.
Wow.
Cool.
But you
Let's go
got
back to
the
the
sense
SLC.
you got the sense that you get kind of a sense of it being underground in Westgate, that this location was.
Question: did she seem to have like been turned into a vampire, or I mean, did I get a sense that she was? No. Okay.
Whoa. Vampire
All
Mary.
right.
That's all the time we have.
Okay.
So I will not be DMing next week. You will have Susan in my place doing her Thieves Night adventure, which is going to be awesome. You should all look forward to that. That's going to be such a treat. Did we talk about the Extra Life thing?
We brought it up briefly
Great.
because we're still putting the schedule together.
Yes.
But
The Dungeon Scrawlers are participating in Extra Life. We plan to have an Extra Life specific adventure. We are still putting together our pages for incentives for donating to help Children's Hospital and other hospitals in that network. And you should check it out. There should be links on our website eventually. We're still putting that together, hopefully by the end of the week. Does that seem like a reasonable amount of time?
that is my intention.
Excellent.
Cannot now be all your intention.
Everyone's coming up with character incentives for themselves too, and I got to approve all of them. So it's not just it's everyone. So I have been Eric Scott to be the DM of this campaign, and take it away, Aaron.
I'm Aaron M. Evans. Check out our sponsors, Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms, at idlechampions.com.
I'm Rhiannon Held. Thank you to our moderators tonight, Shay and Seldrine.
I'm Yang Wang. I am just blown away right now because Lithaka just gifted us 10 tier 1 subs. Thank you so much. I am just stunned.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah.
So generous.
Yeah, thank you. And
Awesome.
we support a number of charities also, so check out which ones below.
Right on. I'm Stephen Merlino. You can also find our past videos on our YouTube channel, linked on our Twitch page below. Be sure to click the subscribe to support us and the bell to get notified as we add new content.
Hey, I'm Randy, and thank you again so much for the subs. Thank you for the bits. Obviously, we do this for love, but helps keep the lights on, so we very much appreciate it. And then check out our website. You can find player profiles, NPC profiles. We just added Sarshan this past week. We'll be adding Ruin, and yes, we'll get to Fane and Raging Sorrow here in the near future as well. So lots of great letters from Cecilia and Artemisia and other bonus content. So check it all out, and until next time, stay scrawly.